I think Mefa these first two, and Sana, they follow with other questions. Yeah, with education, make us make me submission, make us say, the 54, Edia, Eduma. Police, ya can so ya for education at you, so yeah. Many more every day in, day out, and one educated on it. Now, it's not a Monney can. And I'm saying about Shatnan Komwa. Until to new into GATV, dedicated a whole airtime for education. So I work grounds, no. I also doing it. They say cry our research and education department, our MTTD. Mr. Chief Superintendent Obing Eda Ano. Yes, Mr. Tano num started, Mr. Winnie num betua so Mr. Voganum news are safe. With the police nina also what did you at them no? Yeah, in Ankamoka, Oka say police no kasa fire. And to apologize, I'm sorry for that utterance. But next time I be ABC on ABC, your senior police officers were our doors are open. You need to report their conduct to us. Now, yes, your control room will help it me from this number 18555 and complain about any policeman who you think has. Some time ago, near Uru Brooks, and now Omona opinions say police for any soldier for car until Omiya no mope until the command that time MTTD, Mr. Tano take research on it and realize that. Even as at that time, no policeman even owns any of them. Say police ni ana soldier ni be work car. No, that's it's just unfortunate. No, yes. My license was I can't be better say my license in here because that is a requirement. That is what I need to use. That authorizes me to drive on the road or above the road for an action to be taken. Yes, I won't deny the fact. Say police for Nikas, police. Some of them may have it. It's above the rules and regulations. And that's what I would say to that. Thank you.
Yeah, papa, but I cannot decamp a bizarre question or bosu kakra. Now, no, I did to me. Time I may drive a Lands Commission traffic lights. Me do traffic lights on Anna. I saw yellow. It's me trim and a red no. I saw it. It's a car no dim or dim in chance no or my left hand side or no genai. It's me traffic lights. It's me trim echo which is so trim or Lands Commissioner Oko air worker. Adriana Siwo. Me wana MTTD in penny be adding a bedim. Na me yem na say ni see. Me chiche muche no see Debbie da. It's me then me see yanko F office Osuo side. No in traho. Not a penny can say like, or you are not minimum say me for. And which me general not be some normal plate and say Nyonko police ni kramoto on share uniform. Okramoto na normal plate and bon SS on say police here. And especially at times AI as if him because penny for me police for more penny for me soldiers for like me also police on am to be idea moyena and as if
more can they say after our station. So I would drive now do bus stop. Our sister Oko Park here. But do our sister park now see passenger no. Yeah, I bet you will na ma what who park now what you can crabby. Yeah, no bus stop na a man dear to me a boy. My dabber for no yet to me this na IFA. That's it.
Okay, that's it. I mean, answer to your answer. And I think one used. National Road Safety submission be. Yeah, the traffic light base, you know. Now, the movements of vehicles around that particular time. Into Udu Honoma, I don't expect that you should be driving more than 50 kilometers or 100 kilometers. Definitely, so slow down because lights now indicate X-ray and quino will definitely either turn red, green, or yellow. It's so slow down. So slow down now between 30 kilometers. Practically, it's so red now. You find a highway code more advanced. Imagine it too. Over a highway code knows what a train, quite lights no pretty. Now you know school near red means stop. Yellow, even if it is green, you may only proceed when it is safe. When it is safe. And I believe So, and sometimes I ask my light now. So, you understand? You know, sometimes we do, and we are human. You know, we do it. What the rules and regulation is telling us. At the end of the day, yeah, because of some perceptions, or trances, the Ghana Police Service is partnering with traffic tag, and they will even be taking over most of our functions, our activities, humanly. And it's electronically, no far light, no man, camera na capture. Now whatever fine or whatever it is, they send it to your Momo and all that. It's at the caution phase. I won't talk much about it, but I think it's at Parliament. They are now dealing with it. When it is implemented or passed, it will answer a lot of electronically. It will enforce it, and only when the could is a challenging argument. No? So, but the bottom line of it is a minute. Within a minute. But you know, and I'm going to say, cars now crowd also saying. Quite now, well, let me put it that way. Emma, the custodians of the rules are within under the MMDCs and then the assemblies. And most of the drivers' union, to the best of my knowledge, they are giving them some kind of street parking and not turning into station and all that. And the issue we need to deal with it holistically, not only the police, but together with the assembly. We look at it and deal with it. And no interest because of that, also for our passenger, middle of the road, so we discharge it, and now by 5 passengers. We won't allow that. For some time now, I think it was from Monday, minimum on the stretch of condition. And you can attest to it, it's a traffic flow fine. Because we don't allow you to park in the middle of the road any longer. But now even one of the lanes right now at the outer lane now we see passenger now we don't really have issues with it. Because at the end of the day, sometimes we must apply the rules with kind of human face. Until your issue will be taken up. And I think it's already on the table of the assembly to decongest the area. Let's see what happens in the days coming. Thank you.
Okay. Mpamucho your friend me Evans Waja. Me Okada rider. And I make a sama Okada for so. My question me bisane say. Me share police TV in church me say Uti motorbike so na say we driver ni. Na police ni stop you. Adia obebisa wonkane eye license. Say our license na ebia u default or other side na. Otimi seize wo license no na watcho cheat amount. Na odi wako police station na makwa wie dem kwa akoye wo ho. Na ye motor riders no. Say police ni stop you no our license or prefer say one giant license no wo obotom na wo seize wo motorbike. Na odi moto no call police station no police ni no be ride wo motorbike e dia call police station emra no makwan saa na etoso mienu me ni license nti na police achi me e na wodi moto no e di ma police assistant wo ka no ho woni ne ye adwuma no se won fa motorbike no enko police station meanwhile police assistant na wo gina wo no mu no emra say we civilian like me only license na wono yedi me moto amano no emra no ma no kwan say only license wono onya share uniform no so we need license wono to me ride moto ana we die nka ambulance service for no die etoda na motorbike nya accident wo highways na nipa no da wo brea ye free ambulance na omo responde se onya ka se okada ana se obi ti moto so wanya accident wa ha enti ye hia ambulance you say ye nuan mo taxi drivers na be hu ye mobo ambulance service and respond sa ade no eno no because of mrano ma o mo kwan so mo mefa okada fo Africa kwan ho say ye Ghana fo aya pra ana say dey ntina o mo respond okada accident.
Say 12 an hour. Midin the Ali Wahab. Midin no any question by a contribution. My contribution in say driver for a share waha. I dear me no intine waha. Enye de bia na loss no ebe boaye. Sometimes it's our own attitude. Attitude ni den. Driver and says I want no so still one no Driver and says I will speed man bro so bawa komana bro so. And no law no yes say ebe boaye. But say yan kasa ye den yes say suban a sa laws yi nyina ebe wo ho a entumi nye bibia. Mama a typical example. You do a flower and at the same driver or near fee ha or run through red light no. You rat Togo no who red no jinai. And I'm busy and say driver I then I won't call. When him the okay obi manso. Won't say ora Togo no ni suban asisan. Ora Togo pe ni suban na ayeden asisan. Nti enya ade a ye can say Ghanaian drivers are bad. We are not bad at all, but it's just the attitude. Okay? Second one no knowledge. Ye nyina ye wa ha yi nyina no. Ubi so bi say when nim car kan. One hwa ye bebo me. But knowledge ni ye den. Ade a ye sua ama driving a ye drive no ho ate. Ena sisi a ye si ko bi di tilapia. Taxi Uber. And yes, sir. Dear Intina, transform these things into another level. It's just knowledge that they acquire to make sure that these things move from another level to another level. And that is what we, the drivers, need. But your major problem is acquiring the knowledge. And you can't acquire the knowledge when you are on the road. It's just this classroom. And nobody, no driver, have the time to come and sit here, wait 2-3 hours in acquiring the knowledge. The good book says lack of knowledge make what? My people perish. We are not perishing because we don't know what we are doing. We are perishing because we lack knowledge. And I will take this opportunity to applaud Sir Monney and his team for a good work done. But the problem is, even if he goes to organize this program at the highest level, how many drivers are willing to attend and acquire the knowledge? Any question back home? Ya yeti he nyina sebi enye se bia ye ni bibiye ye wo bibiye pa but the ye no emfaso a ye pese emaye nti na ya waste time ya betena ha no and mu nyina so meka say are you cool because you've dedicated time and your resource to come and acquire the knowledge. Without the knowledge we are not going anywhere. Monte say Ghana, we don't say we lack anything. It's just knowledge and attitude. Look, baby, a Ghanaian driver, he excelled very well. But the question is, that is the major question. What you say? I'm coming from a different country, I remember. You see Ghanaian drivers doing 90% of their Uber. Dubai. Most of them are Uber drivers in Dubai. And the way they will comport themselves, and the attitude and professionalism, uni ni pane kasana osho sa where nam say Ghana masa enye better o nam say enye better ba uti ha Ghana na wo kan taxi anka by this time only police na eko meboa eye no kre nti momi anka no kre no enkyere ye ho se na be ya will change this attitude. Look, this time the crashes are not just figures, they are real. Nti yesre mo mombo moden na ye mbo mo no mo so mo mbe medase.
According to cameraman, I'm all recorded even the questions. Inti, Mestre said, "Obaba we nimna."
Okay, good afternoon. But we are from a prince, me more National Road Safety Authority. Where there me person me bisa commander say CPA for na eya omugina kwan so no. Emrama omo kwan say omutimi driver ni license na omo inspector na. What do the law says about that? Nti pese on clarify nema kakra wo ho ema medase.
Okay. Edamo say any questions no. Meda me papa now also or contribute to you know. And I think a very sound submission why you know. When we change our attitude, I think that we'll be able to reduce road traffic accidents. Eba Okada Riders Association, eh? Okay. The question also no, rep no question also no. Regulation 47 of LI 2180. MIN, ekasa about driver's license in general. Now, yes, police needs to pull driver and a motor rider, a baby or license. Or license now, we then go further to check other things. To say, be our normal plate, or roadworthy certificate, and then the insurance. The license normal authority to use the road, ride on the road. Sorry, someone for sample of the license number. And as a motor rider, our license no should be a license with category A. A permitted to use motorbike because NHS you have been tested on it and you can operate it until you issue with the license. Where you have the license, now say your detective said you have committed other. Thank you. May that say sorry for the left. Thank you. Into Uyi license, need say the back of the license. Actual categories of license classes. That is A, B, and then C, E, and then D. I think F is also there. Nini natural, the kind of car you are qualified to drive or ride on the road. Into Krabia, you are not qualified to ride a motorbike because A is for motorbike and its operation here different from that of a vehicle. And that is it. Over. Pachobeji and Sana Akameho. Thank you. Into where you have committed other offenses, no? Now, Nipanofo said maybe you are responding to an emergency and now on person will waste time and all those things. The law allows us to retain your license. But I know any police need be retain your license. It is the rank of inspector and above. Rank of inspector and above. And for demonstration purposes, me inspector bakoa. Sorry, no more rank. No. So this rank and above has the authority to retain your license. Into where the person don't have where the person don't have that authority, and then there's all do call police station. So what is here? Because I don't know what committee offense. And the answer only the authority to also retain your license. To bend or do call police station. And that's how come they may want to take you to the police station. So what is here? But under normal circumstances, say Nipani inspector and above obey retaining license. Now license is also retaining keke. The police officer is mandated to issue you receipt. What is here? So I do license, and I will retain your license. Send a bear. Oh, here now. Unim say a police officer A or B in a retaining license. No. Into your mom license, better so now license was a corner bra. Corner bra on what sense? Stand and demand for the receipt. And son wako. And it's be also police near me. Me name the background. Every cry now I should be a good uniform. So you can identify the person. I think it's your right to ask. So who retain me license media and their mommy or receipt to show say or to indicate say where retaining me license. And that is it. With the CPA, the community policing assistants, they are there to assist the police. And all the time, they operate under the supervision of a policeman. And this is a CPA needing quite now. No, now. Not if an license man, I know what is the locus, the authority, his authority to ask you that. But where he or she is operating under a police officer, police need now also vice on the day. Fine. But it's debatable. What is it's a bit ambiguous. So, and you see what you know, doing. Moto nama CPA ni son vanko. Now bisa said na CPA no question and so you're ambiguous. It can be interpreted anyhow. Ebia, you might be right, maybe only license. But we can also say our license because you also don't have the authority to ask him whether our licenses were here and only be until once some glare area. Anna Madam Lawyer. You get it? But where there is, I will be mad based on where there is a police officer there. That's all chill. Now, so for say, obey issue note amount, fine. Where issue receipt, wherever you are going, you go and then report later. Say, I got not the call the work. Say, one letter, no more the amount. So, be question where you are. That is at the discretion of that police officer. So, am I clear? Are you okay? Open further questions that you can meet us. You meet me, and then we discuss it. Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Please. I know you have a lot of questions. I will not let you take those questions home. And nothing in my baha. Ain't it TMA. Your timetable is not 12 o'clock. A break. Your time is about 12. We really want to work within time. And by 9 boy now be anyhow. You start at 10. But still na me catch them say commander our programs me nu voter region baako and a north baako. And I'll say onko inti munti wa cancel or ha. Me my mum questions nin kofi, but my main can be kakra. Mo hu cars here wa bontin hey. Electric vehicles. And use petrol, and use diesel. What? So what TBB be say electric vehicles. And mama company in the cars na baha. You be my break just 15 minutes. More questions no. Me my mum fan go fi mpa mocho. You ask the question. 15 minutes. We are you be treat you mukeke. Yen kwa bonten ombie so na on kire yen. Engine nim kra na den man ko. Just 15 minutes. Bacho bra. Man in a year sales manager from Grace Mobility. Enti oko ho bibi obeka bia no answer ko bibi a kire wadwen no obetimi ama answer. Se ope pricing me de tua me say maintenance say ya hwan de beko ono o ha. And ono so wa ha to end of the program. Munti ne wa ha. Enti mesre menim say before e beko break na papa yinsa wosoro. Ena holad ena we ye ba pe ye beto aso. Enti no please gate we anwa ne ye fa akọ yenye ne kakra ngaka ye nọọso ye nkwa bonte ye ntwetwe mu kakra na bibibia wo fa car ne ho bebiebie so pese o spark ya ni na obe ya kirewo na wahwe ena before a mo be kọ no nso aba no me boss bi na wo se oba program bi wo se bibi nti went mi amba nti o pese o support me na t-shirts na ye ton wa ha no ebi wa ko busa ye se 100 cedi o se wo tua half ama nipa 20 nti se o buy na se bi o pe t-shirt ni bia break time uko table ne ho a you can pay 50 cedis and collect one. What you have am nipa 20. Into 20 ne so a back to 100. Into as we are going out no, you can ask any question on the electric vehicle. Table ba could be so ha washer fluid and esi so. Papa and a ton. Me no e bi na me use o me car mu. Ono so be call ho. Bibi a opese obusa ne bia obetimi abusa no. Washer fluid ne emi a na egu glass na ni no. Eno ne bi mu twie nso na mo de omu kakra gum. Enye no ene yusu eyesa e wope na eni na efita ono ne de no ye correct eno abi na me yusu enti no yen stretch ye mu just some 15 minutes and then come back enti omo beba o car ne ho na nya abotre na chechro mu why open so omo twimfa ntwa run about kakram la na 15 minutes we do a quick one 15 minutes enti no obetumi akọ washer fluid no first fine. Obetumi akọ car ne ho so fine. Mani bie mu nkire o. Boot ne ba bia. Question bia wo bia busa no. Ansa no aba.
Hello. Hello.
So we say now maybe no car na start it pacho mami bie. Battery no and then regulate lighting no. We coolant
ɛno na for aircon ekuli aircon no the main battery no ɛwɔ car na ate ɛna deɛ ɛwɔ ha no ɛyɛ central processor ɛno na ɛyɛ for electrical connection. So electrical no use engine, use oil, use brake pad. The we here a coolant, we know, and a cool engine no. Battery we know, for the lightning no. Central process we know, and then regulating all the electrical aspects in the car. The main battery no, and that they can see at that car na say. That's the battery. The lifespan is 15 years, and son has started to say a form. Aha. Electrical no. The moment you be a gate no driver side no car no has started. The here say we be tuning regulator no to drive. Now we me as regulator walk. Into we no water a cash. We need cash a auto finance. Bank bet me ato amount for 5 years. Now we try the bosume. Obi wa bet me try 3 years. Obi bet me try 4 years. The omu here say we business we business certificates. So we juma we pay slip. Obi wa oye juma on GPay ewo bank. Ye bet me here momo account. Bibi HSA we ye bibi. Na bank na say okay every week we di 20 Ghana etu momo. Every month we 40 Ghana. Okay, omoto car na mawa. We bet me tia in the next 5 years. So what I say, and then your friend auto finance. And we call banker who save ya. Not omoye auto finance on bet me I amount. But banker or omoye amaye SG Bank, any Fidelity Bank. Somebody I say, Mati say SG Bank, any Fidelity Bank. In the car we say promotion T. Mama prices no. The agent no needing give EQ 100. Normal plate na yede edin no. 464,000 Ghana cedis. Titiscano 4.6 billion. Thank you. Aha, Titiscano 4.6. The award medal no enu ye 317,000 Ghana cedis. Titiscano 3 billion. Aha. Ena dia etwaso no pickups. Your vans and also you're fully electric. Okay. Weigh 296,000 Ghana. Weigh a van. 296 Ghana. A fully electric. And when started, and we push to start. And to say saloon once no. Now we a diesel. Because your company says 6 companies combined. Here na Universal Motors. Here na Nissan Auto Parts. Here na Porsche. Na so na Grace Mobility. Grace Mobility is under electric cars. Everything electric. 4x4 electric. Trucks electric. Van electric. Saloon. Uber cars. Ninya yeton. Very good. Very good. Inti charging no. Ye the contract number total filling station. Baby a total filling station o bia no. Ye mounted charger ho. Car na ewo ha ni nya ewo 2 charging slots. Baby a be charge e wo fie and your friend slow charger. And na baby a wo filling station o be charge and your fast charger. Wo filling station o be charge a wo be use 30 minutes and na charge. E wo filling station. So wo charge wo fie a wo be use 5 to 6 hours. Interno wo be charging overnight. Yes, also a machine, ton, and also a charger, and no charger 4 hours, and no auto, a bit may be fixed with fee. So, we call social media now, share President Mahama, Ubon say, Ubo Bingua, Ubon say, or advertise electric car be, Yana demand no bingo. Machine no, charger no, Ube to me, are connected with solar, Emfa will meet him. Obi Obega say, me fear meter dear, Abia we no, battery me light, they be. You bet me a connecting machine solar and light. Now but direct into uno chika na wa won't your light bill. What I say a solar to the what to the car. Aha. And then I heard the good thing about electric. And now we say, what about maintenance? And to say, fuel, any diesel color, uko oil, uko change spare parts, uko yewe. We know sure, apart from maybe an accident, na maybe a mirror, a pie, I will be change, and I say, body no, abunda, I bet net no. In your maybe nimwa, opeshada, I say, auto. Electrical connections, battery, any central processor. The lifespan of the battery is for so many years, and sana I started to say, bathroom. Obisu baby say, we see then na o charge no. Electric car no charge no back one. It may take you 1 week and not 2 weeks, depending on how or ride it, because it be no call range. Obian in range. It be at 431. It be at 600. What I say? Kilometers. Inte no o charge ya. Obetumi akotama aba kufudua na wo year runs. Na is your ebia wo year runs nya at 30%. Na aka 70 so wo use. Inte eno ti say phone na eco battery low battery na wo charge no. Debi we wo charge it to me do 1 week, 2 weeks depending on the range. Say range in sign ewo speedometer no so still utumi use. So thank you. That is the good thing. Say what electric car and my own spending a work car so to say fuel or diesel. I said do to say 20% and son of charge it. Yes. Yeah. Very good. So what charge now and then a wiki battery no. To say phone I will use. I call 90%, I will say, Mammy, 100. I call 70, I will say, men charging and Sambra, oh, they be up as a phone, no, at 100%. And no say, we keep battery, no. I say battery, no, but 20%, and son, what charge it? It is a what charge electric car, ne, I 370 kilometers, sir. And call 349 and car 29, and so what charge it? Because a bit to me still IO rounds, no. Until I what charge it to me take you 1 week, and son, what charge it? You very good. It's the first time I did electric cars in the bag Ghana. No, yeah, experiment. You see a kukumasi. You for EQ100 no. You do Linda door. Now you call me say, oh, you person you charge your electric car. Hey, you who be down. Where there's some between your lights in your so yeah. I must see they be a company because almost some munim how a car no. It's a between munim. Say okay. Young co paradise. They are 2 or more no. They do paradise. It was 66% from Accra Airport. Now it's 84. Now and yet 100% because your charger you use for office. Into that 84 cent America say would you buy force 100 and send away to very good. So you do paradise 66. You call more 100 cities. So you pay charge entry. Mon should be a momitano. Eda. Yes, yet now 2 hours because a slow charger. Cars ninya back with the private charger. Your friend travel charger. And then a home charger. What I say? So when this charger ni be an local filling station, or more charger to say they are total for a farmer can say you see back on anchor for eco charge very good. Into a charge you in 2 hours 20% pen bedaso. Because a slow charger. Because slow charger need take you 5 to 7 hours and turn a charge. You can charge at home. Power bank no air for luxurious cars. You were 4x4 and no bad in power bank. To say BBI to say Oma design battery need to say 2. What the share car no more. Into walk cry now it to me charge no. What I say. But we mono and ye luxurious and ye 4x4 no to me that car no more. Ne no air co. Who to me see free car no more. Na car na kasa air park. Until me empty bar we so use a white. It say they are we Kumasi for him no. Otum for use no. It say Rolls Royce. And no say no. E wo no ane power bank. I no what the car no na charge. We betumi ada car no mu. We tune radio say utina diesel car mu a we tune radio. We diesel. All right. With that one no, with the luxurious electric cars, it comes with power bank. Your electric, your electronic, your pragia, your aboboya, your scooter, your all types.
Yes, in the 15 minutes, no aso. Me bacha omi enko back, yeah, na yenko to aso. Yenko back, yenko to aso. Break over, please. Break over, please. Me that's a pan, why are they? Match trim on them, kakra, break over. Yenko to edge baby, I now what na what's not na how am I? Yes, me pa mo cha omo me entina se na protocol for no ebeche bibi kakra nso na supporter yenya ye as far as this program is concerned no ena ye che ediamamu no. Break over please. Me hu se mo feel electric car no pa mo feel. Mo mo mpa ye ma me nka mo ba mo ko na mama mo 11 no bia enya bi ko fi me you be me show ye me the pan enti se afese se nyankopon ya madom nya contract akese bi na emfaso na ba me ne mo a ebedi wa ya me giga na matamba akwa ma mo na mo de ko. Break over please. Break over. Jumadi ya ye adofo bi ene boae ema yetimi ye Wana wo boy even in Paibum. Because program be saying oh start to cry. Oh baby I won't starting free. Hello? Yes. For you to get approval from National Road Safety, no, ultimately the letter got to obey 3 months. And I want to say this year no na abeyance is into leadership of National Road Safety no so as a sign. My brepa because previous one na ye no. Omo anamo ho na mu nyina free ho e new people aba so as a ye mia restart enti one ka say program na be ne waba boss na waba onimu program no until ye e was all convincing no and for you to get him physically and even explain enye easy nanso ebinum wo ho a amunim ye enti offices bi wo ho ye wura ho a ye ho kire ya na ya rely on wo so no ma boy na yetimi anya push e dia fam na madam bi wa ha e friend no madam Thelma from TransAid mo anam wo ha from Ashase no me ka kire mo say Lucas ye TransAid rep na madam Thelma na so ye country rep Ghana ha TransAid no so no da no but ono tie che won weave no ma me wa boa me pa baby wo ho na ma loko a ebi wo ha na e wo say misiki second year otimito se fasha ha yesi ena man bi ono so ama ono ye owner of Speedline Driving School Mr. Cornelius ni din ba kon de botanical name te ana mintan hu bo na nso ono nso no se edu ba bi na me ya pema me kɔ ne ho a otimito em se giawe fasha ha fa yesi aho kire ba kra otimi fa phone no no ade nanim apia e de amayen enti ono ni nyina ka ho e na ama yatumi ahia wa ha biem no me pa mo chow asida kese enso nkoma vena emaba wa ne de snack bi ene namu eno nso vena ene e chiroma won na insu amonu wa na won si atro vena wo ho mesrew se wo nam na nsu komo de wa hwehwe vena na to me se hwehwe ne he vena na to se na be ya nesia omu company ni be koso na makoso a sponsor yen se wa anto na to foforo na mu company ni kofom a ebe na esi be du am ka se ye profit 20 yentimi mwa mesrew insu kom de wa to vena afi se o ye engagement bi adoring bi ana program bi na pe soft drink a hwehwe omu product ni bi ebi ye bi go vim to ne na sefo no na to na omu so omu nkoso a enya capacity no to help some of these things. Me say, mo ha nyina me hu mo say mo ye seed a Nyankopon e de ba road safety field no. Because a seed a penny ye babe plantemo ama road safety adwuma no agina. Guy be your friend Joshua ontimi my or so beba. Mo tablet na ye mi aso de registration no. Mo mobile last year ni bibi sa. Last year ye mi tablet so ana me boa. Just last week and I'm share guy your friend Joshua. And I'm input na me per mo bi na free ni ho. And I sit me de koye program ben. And I make church a program ni ma share na say a road safety program a free of charge. We are even struggling to get sponsors. But we want it to be classic as little as it is. So what I say, and I'll see you okay. Into your mom that is not say, or also or event planning. But man can't join in term into near or bit me aya boa me any. As a man any can na minshia no phone so. Nansen na make us say, Ohotire wa obit me nyankopon me nipa bi a obema the next direction. Into papa bi tie chire ho. Or ye ni program my friend got fair or no and then so na me go hu Joshua Joshua then a tablet see abiti ya mo de registrations or ye programs be brave na got fair papa no so e wa ha mo ma no mo wevi ni mame former staff of Joy FM or ye ni transport show and I just say money men so or tons of frame na men so me koboa no and e so na ni and then nam so o ma me hu Joshua ene yenya tablet a ye de registration Joshua senko ba ha na kam ne kire mu na so o se o program bi ne hu da kwan a obeba wa makra na ba bi wo bia ye beto enhyira e de amane no the same Joshua no camera we on the buy ni team e de away black mbacho original homa me me ka kire o se nkrofo bi e boa enye sika enko a enso niema na omo ye ne mu yedu because me ka me nya sika ma no enfentua we ka ai program we me say esin epic program ho ye we say we say inti t-shirts ni say no me de piapia mpanifo say mo de monto ma me na me nya bi mfante me ka na me ka tram say ba ko bi o say wantimi amanti o te t-shirt no 20 so ka ama me 50 cedis inti na say 50 20 1,000 cedis no o tua inti obi bia o wa ha o hia bi no ontua 50 na onje baako inti ono nso mo me empre na minim say obehwe o online inti e wo say me acknowledge no inti no denti na me ka sa kasa tintin nyina tama Yesu sa anifrafo yare na baako koye na ohoda na so busa ase den na nkro na aka ne we it means say the Lord values that kind of and your friends thanksgiving and recognition and say enti ebinum wo ho a still na me mo mu din program ne koso no me bo mu din esa me kasa bewa ye be ko break no na amanfo e wo questions amba bebusa me pa mo chow ye mbobo questions so quickly na fei me ka kire mo say ene ye the lawyer bi e ba ha ono ene ba be play the major role aka service a odbema wa ha no okọ lawyer officer okọ akọjia nka kokokokra obebo no obetu aka enti ene ordinary law knowledge ni na e ba ha be chemu free me say or the be chemu say free and through that nso na after ene no wa benya lawyer adamfo enti ni yenye ne ntem na quickly yenwie meje holad question ma je odie no ne aka no police officer also wa ha to the end mubetimi crash ya no one on one and then when your commander down for gene number e wo mu afre na chia no and chance obenya problem ansa na why dey commander bacho me na last month ye ba o program ni bi onim wo onkai wo na so e wo mu a obetimi kra koka na si ho police station ho bacho me hwe commander me se me chia no oho no ohu say ya information bi kra akoso a now they are man because commander so hwe say police for one area mu na ebe the right thing na asem go si a IGP befre on street on pesa nti ebia wo hu bibi kra wo kona na wa frɛ na da man bi kra picture bi kra wo twa na da send no na amana ye on top of the game and our commander won penisa thank you nti no question mienu na ye nto aso ni aka no ye de be she fridge mu ye mfa she freezer esoro hɔ a na program ne koso na no ye be frɛ na mo de no so ama yes sir
hello okay good afternoon you're from me Gustav Bruce Mifi Hollard Insurance. I heard of this meeting on a very short notice, but I made it a point to come here because of the motor riders and Okadas. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to the Ghana Police Service for the great work they do, standing on the sun to make sure that road traffic regulations are abided by as users of the road. Having said that, Pacho, or can say there are about 12,000 registered accidents. 13,000. Okay. What that means is that 13,000 registered. But I can say, you have about 26,000 more that are not registered. Why do I say that? Because on a daily basis, you have about 20, let's say minimum, 20 reports of Okada or motor riders scratching people's cars. If you go out there, my car has been scratched on 3 different occasions this week by motor riders and Okada. Now, my problem is that what I want to ask is the Highway Code and the Road Traffic Act. Does it cover Okadas? There may be some say Road Traffic Act. Does it cover Okadas and those on motorcycles and tricycles? The reason being that we are all witness to the fact that if we're supposed to go this way, and I'm driving this way, you have an Okada coming this way, and then at times you see something, I see the police, they see them, and I guess they are tired. Is it because we don't know? One reason why I came here is because I went to the Volta region and I saw the motor riders in there. And apparently, I realized that the mentality that they're using to ride on the pathways in the villages is that same mentality they use in Accra and in the cities, towns and whatnot. And at the end of the day, I'll tell you for a fact, yes, I work in an insurance company. I care about the insurance company, but I care most about the lives of the Okada riders and those on motorbikes. Because at the end of the day, when there is an accident, when I'm in my car, obviously, I wouldn't be too damaged or I wouldn't be affected. But they are the ones who have broken limbs, some of them die, and it becomes a burden on the family. You get me? For me, my contribution here is that, yes, we have the laws, but the laws are good as they are if they are enforced. If the laws are not enforced, then bottom line, where is Ghana going to? We'll still have these problems. So I'd like Chief Opata to tell us how difficult his job is and what we can do to help them. Because it's become a menace. And with the passing of the law for Okada to go on in this country, to be practiced in this country, I'm thinking about the passengers on these motorbikes as well as the other road users.
Yes, good afternoon. Pacho, your friend David Amonoti. Now, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent, and I say Mr. Upata, Commander for Condition. Now, me wo follow-up question. Tama me yonko Okada ni ebisa question no. Enti me yesanka menya mic nanka ma bisa sa question ne fast. Sometimes me notice niyama bi se ebia already na yenua police for no was stop wagina fefefe ana osi park no wa park wie ye na no ankasa odeninsa na wadum oki no ana umutu no wetuki na free. And the question me person me bisa Mr. Upata a ɔyɛ me kurom ni sɛ polisifoɔ wɔ ho kwan sɛ ɔstɔpo okada ni ana moto rider biara no ɔstɔpo na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔno ankasa ɔyi ne key anaa ɔdum no na ɔyi ne key anaa ɛna concerning nea mepa kyɛw insurance man wakan wakɔ voter wehu no wɔ ha mom deɛ ana wohu no wɔ hɔ mom deɛ aha ɛkɔ so ba nyɛ nyinaa saa because ebi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo amfa nteteɛ biara mu gye sɛ yɛsi okada no ɛma bibi kakra nti ne yɛatɔ moto ama no teteɛ bie ni hɔ nansan a parliament ɔmo apaase ɛyi bill no ɛnkyɛ meyɛ sure sɛ yɛ president so ɔde ne nsa ɛbɛyɛ yi bɛhyɛ aseɛ ɔde hyɛ aseɛ wie a yɛ mpanimfoɔ no yɛde nneɛma ɛɛgu akwan so ɛnyɛ sɛnea wohu no saa na wobɛhu no even atɔ koraa no Nigeriafoɔ no ne ade aliens na wɔn riding motor wɔ Ghana no yɛbɛyi wɔn afirim nyɛ obiara na obɛtumi ayɛ okada saa ɛnti mɛsrɛ nea wohu yɛ ne deɛ fa kyɛ yɛn sɛ bi a wɔn ascratch omiro a wokan yɛ yɛsrɛ fa kyɛ yɛn but sakyerɛ ɛɛba a ɛbɛkyɛn nea ebi a ɛɛkɔ so yi yɛbɛyɛ nneɛma ama okada na yɛtwi no amna moto na yɛtwi no ɛbɛyɛ kra bɛhwɛ obi abɛpɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa okada wo fie kura wobɛtumi a ɔda na okada bɛfa na ɔde wakɔ meda ase.
Thank you very much. Please, I am Adolf Frederick Mock. In fact, I've got something beside the commander to think of. The commander was talking about recalcitrant to the drivers. Mr. Commander, judging from your gorgeous appearance like this, don't think of that one then. If I may ask, don't we have such recalcitrant in a police section? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so let me start with the insurance officers' concern. Yes, there are rules and regulations covering the use of motor vehicle, which is in force. The use of motor vehicle, and for that matter, the use of motor. If you want to define what motor vehicle is, it includes the motorbike. Anything that is propelled by engine is a vehicle. And therefore, every rule that governs the use of vehicle, they must abide by it. And when we stepped out, a gentleman was asking me whether do they have to be riding in between the vehicles. No. They are supposed to ride per the lanes, because they are also vehicles. For now, we don't have motor lanes. And I hope in considering the laws, the amendment act, maybe there will be a policy to also create a motor lane or whatever. That one is left with, or rest with the policy makers. But for now, to say your laws cover motor, the use of motorbike. The Okada business, Nankasano, for now, you need lobby in force. We don't recognize you as Okada riders. We recognize you as motor riders. Though they are working on it. I don't have that powers. I've not been clothed with that powers. Until when Parliament comes out, passes it, and then the President has sent his signature, then we'll start using it as it is. But until then, I'll advise my fellow motor riders, car no, oh yeah, motor na oka. Until so follow lane na udisunum. Because the accidents here, we take all this into consideration. Okotemali, na mostly motorbikes you use mostly. I saw red. You they will stop. Cross red light. Because the dominant system of transport that area. My age more vote and so kakra. And those days, at the domain area, see, there are some areas you will not get a vehicle from one village to even the district capital. And it's not just by motor. And yes, you are contributing to the growth of this country. However, the way I hear near mano, a matter of concern. Because I say, no cry, body now, Timoto, no sukra, no body of the vehicle. And what if she says, a problem? And I can say, you be well tested on the use of motorbike. Now, if you won't be fast, because seven previous, and yes, see, it's not quite no. But Obia, sorry, not also obey motor rider. Now you're tested was only license. You are putting your own self into danger. And yes, of course, we have law governing the use of motorbikes. And I think we need to also enforce it, and that's all. The gentleman who said I was using the word recalcitrant for drivers. I didn't say all drivers are recalcitrant. Okay? And I will not also say that the police service is full of angels. No. Because we also have people, once it's a human institution, definitely there will be others who may do things depending on their personal interest as well. And see, if you are offended by that word, sorry about it. And that ends it. Thank you. Come again. What do I know? Key. Okay. Okay. Fine. The presence of the police is to enforce laws. What is here? And my duty is to enforce rules and regulations. But don't also forget that we have modus of operandi, how you operate in order to prevent somebody from escaping the arrest of that person. What is here? When it comes to criminal aspect of it, and I'm happy Madam Leonard Council is here. We have some force, minimum force we can use, but that one also has its own elements. And yes, coming to your motorbike, Medina, where Gina? My check, we okay. Now I'm saying, now we okay. Medina, where Gina? In the process of checking, where to go? Motorbike, meet me if I'm 90, so and yes, sir. And at the end of the day, you've escaped. Whether I would have gotten evidence to prosecute you or not, you have escaped whatever action I wanted to take. My boy, it happened on 3-4 occasions. Next time, what will you do as a policeman if you are a policeman? You want to prevent that, isn't it? And the only way to prevent that is for the engine to be off. But instead of me, professionally, if I want to act, I would rather ask you to put your engine off. You understand? I would rather ask you to put your engine off. But don't also forget, he also applying his experience to what? And whether that is also backed by law or not. When we get there, the lawyers will decide. Is that not it? But we have what we call modus of operandi, methods of operation. And they are not all that we can sell to you. You get my point? Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Commander. Who's a question I come you know actually ho mpamocho team me say fashion free but men fan shebe be a blog no fashion top wa e mane nkwase lawyer wa ha this year conference no ono na beti so NAC me say last week and oye wedding nkabana also ko honeymoon or the new as a fridge, one fancy freezer ho, or the top what I say, and also when they my member spend time with program we officially in date near last week 6th December, but the wedding in tea and a young facade date no. Into mommy and fancy work as share in share lawyer Jennifer or Henewa Asare, Esquire or your registrar, Ewola, district court, accident cases in Kwan Sem and you can in your office ho. Lawyer, my lord, and you're going to say, my lord.
I stand on all existing protocols. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Sedi why idea? Yamin Shrow. Patramum woman send mamma home. My idea pa send Mutu and Namon, Ababet Naha, Semubet ye. Obu Obeka say, deɛ no ni ma ɔba abɛkyerɛ me ma drive for 10 years deɛ bi me experience ni nyinaa bɔ mu nyinaa maba mabɛtena ase yɛda m ase paa sɛ maba sɛ di sɛ me deɛ me friend sɛ di ɔma me topic a me mɛka nkyerɛ mo sɛ menka about deɛ si ɛwɔ court sɛ yɛkyew ne yɛde woba court a deɛ na ɛsi wɔ hɔ processes no but before I start no motorphone no so more questions pa obi bisa police ni pen Mr. Pata say obi bisa say motorphone betimi afa kwan na mfimfini ni way. There was this case about court, very sad case on an adamfo na na eti motor ne so jowulu heya na ni motorphone mo for mfini na mo nenam but na adamfo no backpack ebonechi eninti way trailer a train hook no near hook backpack no train it in both from China say boy no nyame nko police for no kro mo de ne bae no mo akra na e pa atwa boy na no otwi no nko ya abodam e wo ho we ni nsem a ya yetete e wo court ho obi menuanom kramufo aha ma ya fi watena moto so obo ne ma ya fi e na ma ya fi no we no ra moto no rim nim na train ne bo ho eno so na mami ofiri mu motor cases ne dey dozo eba de bia ba ko ye motofo na minim mo yes commissions mo ye say eno so ye si wa na to no trailer me kwa minim kwa say trailer ye staircase bia ye de fro staircase no minhu ha we ye twa ni ti nti motofo no yesrɛ mo munya hwɛ yie kakra ɛma ye wo road so aya mitim bisa sɛ na brake ni moto man na me pat me nka bi da brake ni man na bi wo ho a wa show sɛ wo turn left moto ni ye 100 meter wo hu sɛ wo turn me si to bo na brake ni man na wo hu sɛ car na turn nti motofo no mesrɛ mo munya hwɛ yie ma ye na your family or judicial service. Me di kan my first day at work. Case be a baso. 17 years old boy. Ojina kwan chen. Se opeka o so betwa kwan mo ojina kwan chen. And a driver bi de car ebe ball no. O de be ball no na ne nan no prayer. Ti me kai no pa se no te court ho. Ye di POP a hye ne nan. POP na spikes. Etwetwa POP nim and a hye ne nan. Ti obedru ye na judge ne say na busuafo no ba ye nyina ba court ho no mse hia 5000 ni sika ne bi hia 5000 na akoye operation e won ne nan ne so na judge ne say o driver ni wo na akọ si we ogina kwanchen e na ade kọbọ no nti no sika no fa bi bra ono so si oni bi na so oni bi Merrimando ye hia sika no fa akra no omutimi raise sika no 1 week it was too late. Your dear cranny drew hospital, yes, it's too late. No mucha and nine no. To your back or some bet now called 17 years old near Chan and 9. It was one of my first way in court. Me mamma dream one am say Miss me fa kai be debi amisu me jina kwan chen bi. E beti ma ya me. Ti me dream hu pie and I me hu sem. Eba no court cases no enye about figures. Yenya be ma bejina catch mo and 113,000 cases. For us, yeni police no, it's not about figures. Ye hu nipa na ankasa. Nipa na akwanhia na to no ye hu na ankasa. So obi na wu ya, omo busuafo tim hu se obi maame, obi papa ye kunu, omo busuafo te court ho, cheso omo akoma, omo usu. Nti for us it's not just cases. Real human beings and ye hu omo. Ti asremo Munya hwe ye wo kwan no so na se police for chimo no mo ye de omo be ye nyina wi a omo de mo ba court am kwa do omo de be ball no omo throw the good sheet bi so your friend the charge sheet pacho mo nkama mintie yes your friend the charge sheet aya mostly omo print me ensa se nipa ba ako na ye de ni be gina adaka ni mu a omo print me ensa omo de ba no omo de ama court clerk for no na ye register court clerk for na register cases no nti se oba court ho a obiya case e wo case number oba court ho obiya case e wo case number nti yama o case number na yama police for no 2 omo so de ba akọ be ma nipa na wo ye de wo ba begina doc nim no ye de baako ma wo na ye de baako ama prosecutor no nti wo ba first na ye be ne say court clerk no ebe frɛ wo case mpatwa ye frɛ wo say Gershon ti ye start say case number 112 the Republic versus Mr. Gershon in Japan no nim say aha sorry ko gina box nim ti no wa ko gina box mu ko gina box ni mam na ye wo obi ye friend interpreter obeba no wa bebisa wo patcho de nkasa na aka uka twi uka awna uka kasa bi obeka bia no na ya ka che judge no say nipa we say obeka hausa ti ne de ama obi ote hausa na ebisa wo be account 1 careless and inconsiderate driving contrary to this ne aka tro nti no mostly I am police for metro for you were in charge of this car this day you drove on the shoulders of the road patrolman shoulders of the road yeah kwan na landmarks no you baby a driver fa you baby a pedestrians efa do ha sa baby a pedestrians befa no e ho na driver ne nam ti sa time no police ni na ka cho say wanya hwe yie ana wanya considerate wonhu omo mbeba be nante no wonhu omo mobo eni nti obefa asa akwan no so no nti mostly e ka careless and inconsiderate driver for no nti ase omo ba court me ma drive for 10 years menya careless menya inconsiderate this is my first time of coming to court but your first time of coming to court there we hear eni nti aye ka cho say at that moment you were careless and inconsiderate ti mpacha ya chi obi aba court da and oh obi ama court da momo nsema mo ho my ade Inti Pacho. Okay. So careless and inconsiderate. No church no such as say, oh drive no be a wofa baby a kwanya any se wofa. And I be no more ha or more drive yam. No more free or lame. No mako facey oncoming vehicles omo bano omo hia omo de omo car ni hia omo ni nyina police for no omo kwadu no answer na omo be kire de waye no omo de sa kwadu we ka ho careless and inconsiderate driving answer na omo ba kire say kra na onam kwan ni nchen and you are driving facing incoming vehicles na eno ye keka kire wa na ebisa wudi for anase wudi bem ni nyina wo ho timu se da bi mindi for ana we di ampa mijitum me yeye midi fo ba me won kire mu kakra ni nyina betima ka kire court no enya se wa ba court nti bibia twetwe da bi asem bi opese o ka bia betima ka judge nya bi sa wa na interpreter nya read kire wa se midi fo ba me won kire mu kakra ye be read ni nyina ewie wo wi a judge ne be ma okwan ama waka kire won kire mu no kama mi ntiem ti bi wo ho be start obi begina o sem mitwamu amba no that day na me yem eya me ya obi tim start me koto wa eche enu anwumre me di wa eche no e na no pay ni nyina o be ka ni nyina wo court wo ho kwan so obeka bibi a kire de opeso ka bia obeka kire judge no na judge ni tie o wi obeka se asemi a wa kan die sa kire se wundi fo nti min jintum se wudi fo no even though waka se wudi fo but wo nchechire mu no kire se wundi fo nti no wundi fo na wundi fo no so ye njaawo ma wo nkosa afi na court ne be kɔ asem nim ahu se police fo mfa omo facts mra omo mfa omo evidence mra oso ye wo de bra oso de obegina so ama ya ka se wundi fo no oso ye wo de fa bra beto court ho tini nyina court ne be hwem court ni tie we die na CID arresting officer no ye be frɛ no amana ba wona arrest no that day o si o ye say ni kyerem kasa no no so akasa na wo so wa kyerɛ wo de witnesses wo ha ye be frɛ witnesses no so aba no maka ni nyina court ne tenasem etie mu nyina mu de awie no de law no toto ho a obeka say there be de wo kyerɛ de wundi for kɔ o case no ye twem etim sisam anase ni na ye area court no beka say the police for aka no eyampa indeed udi for eninti no ye wo ye be sentence no so ye betima mo watua fine yɛbɛtumi ama wɔatua fine no ɛwɔ court kasa mu yɛfrɛ no penalty unit. One penalty unit is 12 Ghana cedis. Two court in your case 100 penalty units times 12. Then you saw 1,200. 200 penalty units, you saw 2,400. When you tia, obeko if you say, Bosomemian, court in the home, fine of 100 penalty units, in default 3 months imprisonment. Such as a hona near tia. And yes, our police for no crowd there, for warrant, mammy, default warrant, or bedgin a warrant at the Wako tomb. It's all Jania, no bachelor. To obtain a default warrant, or what not mean to obtain default warrant, or do Bequaco tomb. Na cases na make your fatal and non-fatal cases. Mostly they make about non-fatal cases and accidental obi enwuye. Obi enwu. Ebi a traffic lights na utremu. But accidental obi wu dear friend of fatal accident. And no police for your munche moon area. Charge sheet no mo de baba na your friend no preliminary charge sheets. And then just your final one. Ye bonu kwedu we kakra ye da so ye nhwehwemu de esi ye nti ye nhwehwemu wi a ye besan de akoma aban sana ye kana attorney general ye de bekwa akoma attorney general so be ye ni nyina be gye de police for kan ye ni nyina nhwehwemu ni nyina onu ye wi na onu abeka say okay court no waka che police for say momfa kwedu we ene mbono nti eba na accident cases obi wu ya aya eche wo court aya nkrofo nti ase de nti eche wo court obi ba na wakumede hye ena judge no nyewe ena court no mo che da bi ye twen attorney general say attorney general instruct police no the charges are yemfa ma nti mostly omo preliminary charges mostly careless and inconsiderate driving and negligently causing harm to this person now deceased. Tomo de ba and also ye bo within sa obegina daka ni ma ni akeka charges no achro ye akeka charges ne kire wa ye mbisa se wudi for anase wudi be mane de ye mbisa okra ye akeka achro ye ka chro wi a court no straight away obema bail ne kire se fa nipa ba akọ beginam no nsinsan e wo court ha se de be ya ye hwehwew na ye nhu wa sa nipa no e na ye be kwa bisa no wo ho every na ye koni ye nhu na sa bail sum no mostly ama bail sum of 80,000 sa sika na da wuti so ti ye hwehwe nipa ne ye nhu na wo 80,000 wo betua e se wo na obegina mu sinsan ye ti me so mo be standing assurity no so amunhu ye hwehwe nipa no nya dwane pese wo betua se sika no ye san hu nipa no kra ye besan ya kye ne biem e de aba wo sika no so wo tua wie nti no wo be ye ebesinsan ansa na ye jai nipa kro no ama nipa kro na kofie ni ama na next agenda date se omra court next agenda date no oba court a ye be ma na agenda date sa kosise attorney general ebe culture police for no de omonye charges no tibi wo ha attorney general betima aka se me hwehwe mu no nipa na ade ka ne ball no nko no kro onwu yanke ono kra na yeso oba court ha ema ye be jaili no because ono na one year na ade ye wo jail walking was saying jail walking pedestrians mu fiti ya no masi kwan mu esi da Labadi road ho saying papa bi o twam na think say wind no no e blow e na ne chair no e to ye nti wadane ne chi say e fa ne check pan wawu obi asan no de abesan wo ba ya ne sa so still ya bechew de waba ya bechew police for bechew e de waba omutia omuaba na omabeka say we die yeah but obi asan de asan driver but you say the driver ne ba sana omo enforce law no the law ne ka say omonye no ene no omo ye tie no sa ya ma wa german ko sise attorney general ebe ka say munja no ansana court no eja no enye sa court no munja woda drivers be brave asemi ameka 17-year-old we na asemi ameka yi senka bia wo insurance crank insurance be ya intentem ama na enye ska no back on insurance Ghana for pay insurance omo say they are good drivers obi wo ha ote wono ato renchment mento ne da e wo ni ase oba ye nti ndie na odi insurance ye it's a waste of money for that person But bibi tuwa ube hiyo mo ube hiya insurance third party insurance na motor phone motaye third party 2,000 5,000 na mebwa third or comprehensive insurance wo ho ato renchem nya si ya mo kom ho a ombeti maboa mo na sika kakra no mo de assorte mo ho out na overspeeding mamenka omaka bebre me mpanyimfo no omaka bebre but de me hu no court na meka no most of motor traffic are overspeeding any drunk driving where papa bi oba court drunk driving okunipa 3 adenti a waboa o se ne wo fa asie bi a ose no ne wo fa asie no se no ne wo fa asie na wu. I'm telling you obi uti obi asema wo working na nka de o de bebo no ne wo fa asie bi a wawu ese no enti a wabo ono so de akoku nipa miensa ono so de akoku nipa miensa de bia yetete nsem pi mostly ayo mo ka se ono mo nsa kra na wani da ho yie obi tim ka chem sem oh madam hwe ono mo nsa no wani da obetim a drive oh se wo de oyo obantia hey mamemra uber driver bi wa ha oyo uber driver na nsem mentim ase mo drive na we hihye masum obi drive no tie nyom pacho bi aka bi sada o drive na we hihye na sum o tie nyom minya boat driver bi o ka kire me se madam what say me to nyom enye hwe we hihye masum tie nyom se tikam o drive emergency bi si obi bebo pen ana bibi a wo be hu no wo de ade a hihye wasum o drive se na in TikTok just to is it wow wait time TikTok no more so no more drive obi ba wan hu de esi yempo ubisa no drive accident wokun obi wan hu de esi ye ba ko de okun nipa ne wie ye ko parking ne car na ntiko fiem na okoka che ne sister say asa oba no accident bi esi ena na nsen ya 1 month kra maaye ena ne sister no call yem okọ na say enye oka na si hoyi asa wo na wabọ nipa na ama nipa na wuo onim de ekoso ba akomposei ti mesremo se mo beye ahweyie e wo kwan no so day in day out the bia ye register cases every single day ye register cases fatal cases enra no pa omo sende mi ade e wo East Legon minim so binim AH hotel la car no edru AH hotel or far left at TSC is a Mango's restaurant we nim obi so free ARS eba the car no be bought 24 years wo the car no be bom eku no sesi aso ye wo ha sesi ya ye pie ye obi ka kire say farm milk re bi wo he ya ye the car bon eku no ye wo he ya ya de car bon na kuno niema esisi wo kwan no so but ento wa ase ye car it is very abstract hu bi ento da ba ya ye wo court ne de omo ba abusuafo obi tim han van abusuafo nyina tim court wo no mo be ya yie no abusuafo nyina tim court wo no mo be ya yie no nti yeso ye adwuma wo court yete testimonies of the person yet since some nipa we no ye say yo we kra na nka obekwa abrochire we kra ne wanya say but one mistake nti nipa no ye ku no wawu ti mesramo amunya hweye bronya ye aye bai mesro ukọ abonti anu wa ba fie wato biscuit bi ama nkra na e wo fie no ye pese ye humu e wo fie mokọ anu ma ba fie munya botre e wo kwan no so e maye timisramo eheya na medebesi medamase.
Wow. Yes, my Lord. Yes, meaning say there are questions there will be at the madam. And the question there bana say police didn't be frame we na ni na yem la na da fra. Yes. Muntine wa me say obi am fa na question en go fie. Yes. Michael, yes. But your brassing camera for person. Yes, stream live. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Inti, ubusa question I know about oba pay on what did I say?
Okay.
My main found target.
If I'm a prince, me more National Road Safety Authority. Let me say during one of our programs, Papa B, I catch me say the maximum months are ya de bema obi a even work munipa when you accident driver 6 months. I don't know say no cray and say no cray. Looking at what lady yi can I go for me brave at the accident by you're very reckless. And he say no cray there I will 6 say on be pager years no. Obi wo kra bia ye ma be 10 years and now 20 years because ebi mu you so careless way e dey kunkum nkrofo. And I don't know say no cray say the maximum number of months the man will be 6 months and I wanted to clarify that. And secondly, I'm say your core terminals now you two driver for try say you empower almost say omunya problem with the police they should go to the court. Be a no crown and your fault. But mostly asema and I say excuse the ban say unya problem out the call honoma na omo odo court or mama remand bear 2 weeks, which a long way, you know, a bit affected because he sees you on car for a very long time. But lady in Soma or in the presentation or say, unyanya case any amount instant bill and say honor so me person me who say we are honor so to on clarify homan medana say.
Unyasem na abakota. As you know, we are there to administer justice. Intino obakota. Police for no the charge sheet no any facts the see no or mekaning na and yet ye standard and I say any team say and ye do buy why you say call remand to no yet see the facts of DNA obi wo ha police in na chino no trotro drivers police in na chino say on na na bia no watina car nim to my uncle station o 2 year ne master fie o kodura no lucky police ni no car mu on you see police ni na so offer for reinforce Mr. Nyamekra my boss me ni aye adwuma police na so offer for reinforcement and so no ma ba yi na Africa nim ni pasa no oba court ni yetie we nyina ni ehu se wa anya ade ye sanchi wo so wa san akoloki police ni no ni pase oba eno kra nya automatic bi o ha judge ni ti o so nim bibi call them 2 weeks no wasan yaba at least we be nyansa kakra ukoshema enye nsawam na ukoda cells 2 weeks who said the cells city oba baka you won't wish to go to nsawam again. And a mostly omo babaka omo nsa do omo nsayem omo paacho afei no mo hu de omo ye na hu nsunsanso nti enye automatic say unya ba court ye do obekwa akotum da bi obi wo ha ba court judge ni tie de oka say no acquitted and discharged kokra matie the police for aka ba me hwe de call so enye o fault obi so ha o tie wo se uni bibi tua bibi kakra tia fine of this when you fine into na be kwa prison also 6 months no there be enye no credit ni nyina depend charges are police ni no e de be ma charge bia ne ho punishments meaning say careless and inconsiderate driving the most fine now bet me tia 250 penalty unit which is saying 3,600 Ghana cedis. Yes, mommy explain jail term in chill. So me fan say yamao 4 charges. 4 charges no. But could be careless and inconsiderate driving, yes, 250 penalty unit in default 3 months. Well, second charge is driving on the shoulders of the road, and no yamao be a 50 penalty unit in default 2 months. Now third one, facing oncoming vehicles, be and also charge yamao in default 3 months. Utim TSC kana court no betima ya obibi your friend no concurrently or consecutively in sentencing. Concurrently nature say charges me ansana ya de ball no kani nyina bom de wom kese no na wetua But se judge ne ka consecutively dia. Afei na yebe check 3 months plus 2 months plus this yebe ka ni nyina bom. Enti eno na ebetima ma wo sentence no aye de ne akosoro. But ye ni automatic say 6 months ni nyina depend what the judge ne beka. Ehho. Pacho. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, Chief, I'm back at your door. Because your jurisdiction, I will stay on Kanishi. When coming from Pamplom to First Light, the outer lane towards the first footbridge, designated for drop-off or pick. But now that place has been converted into station. But the moment you are dropping somebody off or you are picking somebody, as I told you earlier on, I normally do Uber, online driving. A policeman will come and apprehend you. That you, I don't know, forget my words. Some of them don't know even the difference between stopping and parking. Why have you parked here? Meanwhile, your engine is on. So please, as a commander, I want a clarification to educators. What are you doing to the station there? Either they are supposed to go inside or not, so that the trotro and the taxi and the Uber drivers to have a sound man working. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your question. In my earlier submission, I think I mentioned this, that the custodians of the road or government properties within every municipality rest with the municipal assembly. And therefore, I know some of the transport unions have some discussions with the assemblies to use the bypass as a station, quote and unquote. And sometimes they even issue them with permits for street parking. So yes, it's a concern. It's a concern that we need to look at. I have booked an appointment with the director, the sub-metro director, and then possibly coming week we'll be meeting. We'll discuss it further. Because more parking or also more parking or unauthorized place. And to be honest with you, we even have road signs. Now saying because of that, at the end of the day, you will not get the proof. We have also identified that. And then we see. Because general concern are more raising, which of course is already on our decks. We want to work along it. And that's what I will tell you. But once you have my number, the results will be communicated to you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mijidi say how Nyama concern money Jehosa. And for a question beyond coffee. Commander, I know where you can see me was what cancel to you soon no preko. And I'm a boy. Hello. And yes, next question. Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Gershon Japon. I'm a certified instructor. I want to please ask a question. Especially the question goes to the Ghana National Road and Safety Authority. I don't know if I'm correct.
It's National Road Safety Authority.
National Road Safety Authority, okay. So initially, when our commander was talking, he was saying that we need more of the education, and the education is mostly done by you. So I want to know, before we come on the road as drivers, we go through the DVLA, and they take us through examination. It means we have learned something. I want to know your contribution to the people before they go to the DVLA for the examination, before they get their license to come on the road, because it looks like we lack a lot of education on the road. So I want to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So as I said now, we've established here that when we are talking about
road users. It's not only the drivers. Okay, so and in Ghana, per the regulations or per the laws, it is DVLA that has that mandate to train drivers and riders. That is why, I mean, you're giving also the accreditation to this driving schools to be doing the training of drivers and riders. So when you go through that and you qualify, you go through both the theory and practicals. When you pass, then you are given the certificate, which is the license for you to operate. So when it happens like that, it means we are taking some risks from the driver or the rider when you come to the road. Now, National Road Safety Authority, what we do is, I mean, when it comes to education, there's no end to education. So we are there to provide continuous education, okay? Because even when we go to school, whatever you learn, at times you forget, and so there's a need for you to go through that refresher training or always receive training or education. And like I said, it's not only the riders and drivers who are on our roads. There are other road users like the pedestrians, the how do you call them? Passengers, the hawkers, all those people. So National Road Safety Authority, as part of our mandate in educating the general public, is not only, in as much as we are looking at the drivers, we also look at the other road users as well. So that is how we also contribute to the safety on our roads when it comes to education. But for the initial training, that one is being handled by DVLA. So after you have acquired your license, it is now up to you to avail yourself. But now the danger here is most of the time, even when we go to sometimes we go to some stations, National Road Safety Authority, as part of we go to stations, we go to churches, mosques to do road safety education. It will amaze you that sometimes you go to a station, and then I also use 37 as an example. We drove from our office all the way to, we had informed them that we were coming to do a road safety education. We went there to the station, fixed everything. The drivers told us they were watching football. So they won't come and listen to whatever. And most of the time, like I always say, some drivers think they are doing us a favor by coming to listen to us. Meanwhile, when you read Regulation 125, it is compulsory for commercial drivers that at least every year we have to go through undergo refresher training in road safety. Okay, and yes, but these are some of the things we don't do. So one I was telling my Director General that some of these things we have to enforce them, because it's as if it's because we are coming to you and you are not paying for it. You know, in Ghana, just as we are having today, because this exercise is free, look at the number of people don't pay, or they don't pay premium, or yes, to some of these things because it is free. But if you have to pay for it, and then if we are also to ensure that if you go to DVLA, they have to ask you whether you have gone through retraining. If you don't have any proof, we will not renew your license for you. If you are to ensure some of these things, I'm sure we'll begin to take some of these things seriously. You see, so it is up to us, the attitude. So I believe, I mean, those of us here, once we are here, let's take the opportunity to always engage. If you have groups, and I also want to use this opportunity to add something small to the motorcycle, the Okada topic that is. Now, even Monney sent me when the news came that Parliament has passed then for Okada. I know people were happy, but please, it is not at the end. The Road Traffic Act is different from road traffic regulations. Now, in the Act, the old Act that prohibited the use of motorcycles for commercial purpose, that is for passenger carrying. Now, part of those that Act has been amended, and that includes, it's not just the Okada. There are other things that have been added to the Act. And so those ones have been, now there's a regulation, the Road Traffic Regulation, LI 2180, that is also going to be amended to operationalize the Act. So until the regulations also go through parliamentary approval and all that, and that is when we begin to, or then you can use your motorcycle for commercial purpose. But before you can do that, there are other responsibilities that you also have to go through. The motor riders, I believe the executives here, they are aware that you cannot, just as with the transport operators, you cannot operate a commercial motorcycle, tricycle, or quadricycle without belonging to a union. And the union too has to be licensed and registered and licensed by the National Road Safety Authority. So you cannot just get up and start operating. If you do that, we will arrest you. So if the law comes into force, and then we see you operating without belonging to a union, and then the union too is not even licensed, then there are sanctions, and all those things will go to you as well. So yes, and the age limit too. The Act has also amended the age from the 25 years to now 21. 21. It doesn't mean it means if you are 18 years, you can ride, but not for commercial. But if you want to use it for commercial, it should be 21 or above. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you very much. My question goes to, my name is Adolf Frederick Mock. My question goes to my Lord. In fact, you have said a lot, and as I'm standing here right now, if you ask me a question about what you said, or if I show you my Jota book right now, I did not put anything down, because, in fact, if Mr. Monney next time will get an interpreter for that, I will be very glad for that. Thank you very much.
So within the element before we now the question we a command DVL. Mr. Monney was there's a platform be now ye debate be was so now. You be home say DVL na ye kasa dawa for no nantia omo bre na ansa na be no so oju ahome ansa na wetimi ade atoa wa control so to say my friend say had to Kumasi ubedu be Linda do ewo ho nti betimi arrest na waye ho ye oju ahome bia na waye ade wato aso and DVL so you say mra bi wo mu a che say yen road wedge na omutua no wase omu yi saa sika ne bi na ka omodi sisi saa places ni bi wo kwaso sene ebe ya atris na mana kokuma se na takrade ana asunye ne na se wudu be bi na se wa bra obetimi adan arrest wo ho na betimi ato aso but sad na so no eme se omodi sika no so omonji o ye hu hwe nti wa ba yi omonji e bi sika wo na yen gode e penko sisa adan no that's.
All right, so thank you, Clement. Okay, DVLA anyhow, but then I think the little explanation, about this roadworthy thing, let me explain. In fact, some names no deceiving kakra. So roadworthy of your vehicle, it has nothing to do with the road. Like, and about Sikana Utiano, now it is about vehicle now Okitano. Whether it is fit to be on the road. That is the meaning. What does it? So it is that road where we call for inspection. You're checking whether your vehicle is fit to be on the road. But yes, we understand. Sometimes the roads itself, the roads are not fit. But that is not that road where you can about a crime. So and that's it. Now, Sikana when you read the regulation, this is there that the road authorities, the responsibility doesn't lie with even DVLA. I'm not talking for DVLA. Well, I'm just explaining what the law is saying, that the road authorities shall provide rest stops and then so that even though the law says that when you are driving and you drive for 4 hours, you have to compulsorily, you have to park and then rest for 30 minutes, Where are the rest stops? So those are some of the, in fact, me, when I'm talking about I talk about the institutional lapses. So we, those in the road safety space, the National Road Safety or DVLA, the police, the road agencies, the media, no, you are not part of the institution. So the lapses, those are some of the lapses that we don't have enough rest stops. in fact, that's the more reason why some of those laws, no, we cannot be too hard on them. So I'll drive it for, why are you not resting? If I'm asking you to rest, why are you going to park and rest? So that is why sometimes we also apply some human face, because if the rest of the facilities are there, we can ensure that we drive it after every 4 hours, or parking now, or rest. One yes, I bit me actual. Now, chilling the panel will be some is rest up now provided. I cannot prove. So that's why sometimes no yes. Then now I overlook it. But it doesn't mean that we're driving our bra, kosa, and also to me in Quenchia, but it's best or driving our bra, even though you provide you know, do baby lend that door, now I quite or bit me then use wisdom, send a worker. Now send a one can be protective. What I say? Because in this way we have failed to protect you, you know, one casano. Yeah, Nema a bit me a bit protective one casa at that point.
My main seeking permission we. Me share my time. Share time to see about BS and 1:30, right? And say my name is someone mantem. You can see starting 9, more about 10 something. It be grab about 12. Pamocho. And yemi de say obebaha na adibi wo timu be kofi ma memu sampani for say time no bro so kakra mo be peniana. Why? Especially commander. Boss. Commander with the money ma. Time no bro so kakra be how. And you can come my lord. My lord, there are no honeymoon, and because they are my and your name is Hano, and I'm my lord. How? Okay, and you my intent. Me, I'm personal force about me. Say, I'm not nothing swatch because, frankly speaking, I'm not about before 9, and Mona muye late. Me pamocho. On say, I can't. Me the same questions. Maybe about almost unyam but answer. We won't tell you. Me wana. And you know, because there were other presentations I per se. I can't.
Before my chair, Michelle Bibiara. Pacho, your friend me Joe Ajay. Pacho, my question I'm saying about come and before more hanging in a sense, me a motor rider. And yeah, me no kada. Nemum, a miankasa me bike a medical jumaba. And then 5 days and Dakuman police station, we intercepted our Dakuman station, Hormone or Jimmy Moto. No, Miss Amiso, many of my way, like my license, my road word Nancy for Tim, so Macako spray me moto Nintino, Miss Remoa, many a man there, a woofy, like booklet, not near stickers and a dear, make quite an oma wawa, and tis we need a woofy, and also men conco famra. But now me license and a dear Shamona, me man, and also the men coffer road word anyway, Nemra. Timoko coffee by and also me road worth in a wintino, or by me 500 and I'm a panacha. My panacha basi and then me bike and knock on her. Until own say my provided other ones and I'll be some say, mention my cheap, until me share na protective clothing, signs and elho. No, besides, omoche me na me should be an unmissy debbie. Until me dana me when I'm say me kai me ho men kai say ebia me mfa me ho tutu mpeni for there but me share police ni bia or no like washes protective clothing but anytime bia I say ombechi bia ebia 1212 bia maybe so I accurate and the omefani waste means you be charge you protective clothing timpeni for masemni basi and then because of that inti police in also be process me to court ma panic o de on farm court na ja ni amekwa kutie bi like me ka chance so me was say there be basi and then me bike until say transport in and out almost 400 cedis ma carry asem say ma panic nyina basi and me bike na ka no until say campaign for bet me aboam na ma aboa me ma find ways ma call commander say when I check me say me member an office ma free ma call station officer admin corner bra sa basi and nyina and as I go to Jina.
And when commander say Wabaha ni dear Nadam for Nemo. Into personal problem be an fashion fridge and fancy freezer our straw. Yapon or free how be doing the pick up no home. Me person who be and the personal. Once questions need be a personal question. Famano obey and some of a fair. Hello. Okay, very good. Intino. Commander who training and ponsu now. Why? Commander Beckham baby.
Okay, may I say we free. That come and so more or less, I have an oversized responsibility. And 2 years free, I'll be to me about office. But kakra make a show and say, nipa no control say man 500 na one for man and say be on fan essential bottom. Na me encourage say, Madam Lawyer Kasano. O can say yeah the case no back court and you know as you do court or you can ya na just judge to jatum. Because we must prove beyond doubt. I say gather your evidences near the man. Na judge no so tie o so evidence be and also aka na judge na hwe. It mo be anfa court intimidate you. I would have wished to catch any panels on court, and we are my share. Now, my catch was and I'll monitor it and see the outcome of it. Except, say, AB and Nani panel evidence to nail you, what committee offense there, then fine. But committee offense via, why should you be afraid? Obia demanding scar from you is the giver and the taker. You are all at fault. And I don't think say any pandin is somebody should, but any pandin is somebody to say, oh, you scar by force. I know your chronos, tell him. And he can be jailed. Yeah, well, police were jailed. And that should be your mindset. The panel said, Maniska, can you say, okay, my committee offense against the state and not you in the person. If I make a court. So what I say, you could do court also and that, yeah, no. The person will say it. Also, no one catch the judge, The judge is the final authority to decide whether to let you go or for you to pay a fine or both. An idiot. Discretion. Until we'll exchange numbers and we'll take your case up. And that's it.
Bounce, and program we say we will exchange numbers. When your commander say we will exchange numbers. Bounce, commander. Commander, that's it. And then one more thing we say, Ubia perform to your level. Me buana. In the program we be crank abusumi bia yenye baako. Madam me ebusa question we are call the next phase of the program. So far our money now no pen. Hey, we have ebusa questions. But much questions now ebusa me this is personal ones. Because there are other presentations. Me akasa me so me presentation. Mo yes me mo de presentation be ko fie. Mo so mo pen sa. Okay, enti how many people are having questions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, enti no ye say, Madam ini ba ko musa. Ye beto aso ai wo ma ne de abehim sa, nya sa 2 bo a obia or rice or soleko. Especially amwa but me mom 2 o'clock mesere mo. Why? Enti no, afi na ma na start busa question. Ye ma no opportunity. My mom you no musa chicken de me madam for. We pekra me na frame phone so. Yes, madam.
Your friend me Kekeli. Me person me bisa commander say. Okay, say obiji will driving license on the road. You should demand for receipt. And so far like me who sa niamana kotisa be me who sa police officer be akita receipt on the road. Just last week Saturday at Kaswa. Police officer be or MTT the share quite wavy. It or stop a driver and so checking the road where the insurance there was something wrong. And or bisani for the license or GIA ekitani sense like BBA and show say like driver no so or your private car driver no so anye move bia one nya ashen bia he was calm. And when Bisashi, he just handed over the license, no, Edima police officer, no. Inti mi person mi bisa say, omu kita receipt na, omu ba kwa anyone, omu kita receipt, no. And if they are having it, I don't know omu farmer. Because most of the time, omu ji obi waha, ni dimpo, ni pani hunti, oko officer, no ano beka se biya. Our Canadian na so wa ha obekwa kwahwehwe ni sa ohunu na license no ayura no mo samba so mo pe license for timpa cho me hia nhwehwe mu kakra that's
okay me that's it menya deputy commander wa so be ina no
officer mpa
enti ina no ma me
president me that's ni akonya we me metime aka say e bitu me me drive from Accra, na me call Takrady. Na me no bin na me call hospital Takrady. Inti no police ni share me na obisa me license. Na car no na ye kwa spray inti no. Na me na reflector enter car no. Inti no say me di 4. Inti no say me family license man. A horn police no okra receipt MTTD no okra receipt e wo kwan mu. Inti no sometimes no ebi mu omukra receipt no but obu on person betcho anobo also no like say do omukra moto no obu wona eda ni moto say ni moto kan say bag money ade dodo ni kra but obu no ubisa na it say the oni no challenge bi but me some time e wo kwan no so na ka say me fi Accra na me fi na me ko Takrady na me drive you bi inti no no say or choose receipt amami but me require me share time so na me dey call hospital ni ade afọ be choose receipt afọ me be kwa ba ade be san inti me ni ere me panicho so me pacho ma me dey reflector ba kwa ere e ba ko tare on o hye mo kom na obisa reflector obisa me jack obebie boot ni ma hu yin nyina ebi wo but reflector ni eni no no say o choose receipt am no oji me license but essence me ni ka say ye ni ade ni ti no me ye den obese minyamiti edidi mu ekobai inti no sometimes you say ubisa or dem because when you say ekra me say no or ba be chura ma me edi me lances e wo kwan that's it.
All right, that's it. At least many people are kwakasa police inti receipt no is in the form of a cheat. I indicated in the panel station needing at the reasons into or arrest. That's the offense. A big crowd, Madam Crabby. And then a supervising officer, and where to report to. So I just because in case, more national headquarters, A to find and say, if you are holding some money, be working, man, say, find this no much, and say, can't just say, be a headquarters. But to me, to me, issue cheat, no, say report to ABA Kumasi Regional MTTD. That is from the headquarters level. Say report to Kumasi MTTD. Into do license, whatever it is, no beja and then they will take you on. Take you on as a court, and I said there is a need for them to come and give evidence. They will travel from headquarters, Accra here, and then go and give evidence. So what I say, into the receipt is in the form of a cheat, and that is it. When Nipano empeso the memo, no demand for it, and that is all. Thank you.
Pamucho, good afternoon. Pacha, Femi Erica. Pacha, I would want to know, is there any institution that deals with the kind of car you are using? To say, Obiwa was car car brand in him because always can't or simikoto range, no auto range, but he or she doesn't know anything about range. Say, oh sorry, you'd have to spark the car for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. Answer way two. Like, Bacho, one question I say, like, why not a man church for the kind of car you are using? Like, maybe I'm used to Corolla. If I want to be educated about Corolla, why institution men in charge of it? Because Obi was sorry, send them a car. I said I was parking a car for 10-15 minutes, but Odiki Nishema now too.
Okay.
And there are some cars when you spark. I say ejeke like.
Okay. Matuwase. Matuwase. We now depending on one kasa. Depending on one kasa. Obiya any taste. Inti answer na o call for taste no. Na eso o hwe. Tese na nyame adom cancel you wasting the time and dey. Obiya hu no say on any taste of a slim with a Coca-Cola. And then Yakupon Dominic Saturn, so you're wasting the time. But it's an example or honeymoon also. But for our safety on the road into it all depends on your taste. And this is a first I may use automatic car. Nasa a Benza, Namekwakoto, Namusky a bit me automatic. Aside the regulations, now I say minya license, insurance, and roadworthy, you know. I say me so me sure say scanner can use it for long time. And I say to help me, value for money. And I say me sales department and I say technicians of those who deals with what? The Benz vehicle. For them to educate me on the vehicle. So what I say. So then the mechanic you'll be using might also have some fair idea, or whoever has any fair idea can educate you on the type of vehicle you desire to use. What I say. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So me say, I granted the madam for. Meet you, I say, lawyer, but your open so answer question be na.
Debbie, me kakaka the commander kai.
Okay, okay.
Question no beside. To say electric car ya the abahe. Open so auto electric car. Omo reps wa ha. No one call mo ho. On metro. Bibi e wo ho. Me akram pese me bisa ne question kakra. Enso to a. Mate say ye we bi. Nti bibi o question bi ha. Baby akoto car no kwa. No e bi so mo question. E wo ho. No ma church we e wo ho. And
Okay, me pa cho questions e wo mu pa. Na ye to our program ne so question along the line ye be san so asan frɛ. Nti me say aya me fan share free deep freezer ho. Man in there ni na ya etimi ayi aka ne sentem. Me pa cho memra. Okay. Ye call the next phase. Next phase near insurance. Na insurance no de bia car ho insurance ne ye. Utimi ye insurance ma car we. Etimi nya accident. Bus is here kokuma as me pese me bo bia di. Na car owner na kodi insurance car ye bus ni ye e de ma driver foforo. Na driver na onya accident no na mo buda dem. Me boa na. Hello. Enti ye de Holad insurance company aba say omra make can be kakra driver no so then e betimi aya aboa because eya na eya obi ye comprehensive money car obetimi the pressure to driver so san e ko top form sisi ya obakwaje foforo na driver na kadem eno nti na ya to nsa frɛ Holad na before Holad beba no me ye Prince the humble mate Prince aya hwe hama me project ane my Prince bra Monney me bawe some follow me there Monney no Prince bra hello I mate we na no come me pacho trotro mu na me born na baso say in fact mate for me hie na ono pe na me hu say oye adwuma ni yi sada no na me nioma bi a me ye na mfant na ma adwan ye hye but me tina mu me hwese ne oni passengers no kasa o mpacho wo besi wo ha mpacho won sese me say akoya da fe no aba adwuma ni ma na as but the master confirming say saa no tie ono de mate for Nungwa station ho nyina amu nna nim say saa no tie enti me yes a video na trend pa mo like ya share bia ma ne kwa akire ena adofo bi frɛ say amu pesa mo boa no na enei o ye license a me gina ha ka kyerɛw ebi kura wasua driving mfikyire bi wadi mate san ko driving school na ko ji nimdie wo ho fa mate die na wasua mfikyire fa sia official things formal things no ebema why on top of the game nti ano no kona mate for kasa obetimi the driving school de na mo like na eden awo udu driving school for so graduate obetimi so the mate experience akran so ayede abe support ho nti enei Prince oko driving school mia na me di anim onu nse me say money me ma untwa shortcut to heaven bia na driving school oko en so no ene program ya yeyi omo so yasen ene ye program we a speed line driving school omo odome gym master of Prince had say o master we na no training no but your master sorry na ye mo ye nsem ma ye ne kan ye no o say oye mate ninti ye mane metna ho de bia me pa cho mo amohwe online no Prince Diamond master na ye ntimi afa nto ne so but edini a speed line driving school ne chere say oye mate no omo ka so metna ho adwa da benada ukwa oma okopeska oma nti omo ne ni ye nhyehyɛ say memenda no pa 7 to 9 betnase uwi a kona koye o mate se wuntimi 7 to 9 na ye betimi amount 12 to 2 into almost share man options na no say okay me pay anopa de na ena odidi mu kakra brown envelope e kura ni eye ne DVLE test results na nsinya no koye ne exams ena o kire me say Monney eni o ma na mo kire me o driving school no de man ko ho anka mintimi pass exams ne da because ono mate ne de car no ne master de na tre hu first year second year ni ade but sa road science ni right of way ni give way no nim or catch me plane now so a sign entity okoji was speed line driving school ninti. Watimi apase and the results near Monday. Mene no eko submit na ya printing the license e dia mano. Enti no momo yemfa nsem kese enso ma speed line. No krene say trainer speed line driving school de man no went ya 1 cedi. Aye. Ona ne say ono so hu story no. Na ne ono so betimi aya aboa ne prince ane say o mesua sa ne o mayi. Se ne be on pese obehu say prince ebe wi obekura car no o twi ni basabase se ya nomfo de ni bi. And this is as prince nim speed limit on him right of way on him give way on him road signs as say or they are passing the test. Now the manager and as a teacher or trainer DNA. And na driving school owner no so ha. Owner now o ka say o life free no so ha. Me in tramo. Hello. Me in tramo na. Ono mpe fan so nti. But your monthly mo chi papa bi she orange Lacoste e wo ho. Ai me best me boni din. Ose on fans. Me am dada na so de omra me nka hwe. Your friend Mr. Cornelius. Nti say o ha na o wo ope professional teachings. E bi kura o ye driver dada. Unim say enema bi wo ho a unnim. So hu okọ ho a ombenya abotre. Ambehwe o schedules na ama fixe o baby. Na amatimi the camera na to na mewu. Ono mpe camera. Okay. Enti no prince. And me ma oba ha na me pese me dawadi e kire o minim se Monday me amedi anim kwa license no nsa beka an ye nya wo kobra se Monney na e lead you na hwan na be ye kobra enti ananse so ne hwan ye fo mo bibi ka kire prince ana muntu ne funanse o ye star na se guess no je na got na ye got na se mo se ma prince an sa na tie e wo mu a ohu na se yeshia ni papa ne ya pointing it out. Me wo another ni papa baako a ma memfa ne nhyɛ fridge nim. Holad fo ni wi a me asan so surprise ono. So no de enekra do ni madam ne ba be surprise no. Ai na nse me ye video bi na motor rider bi anajo 8 something jolu traffic. Mo hu sa video no. Aha a me che ne jacket no. Motor fo na wi traffic red ne so kra omu nyina. Papa yi Mimi do jolu traffic na nimu ame twen say green be so no. Ono so ba na obegina nimu ogina hwa ada motos ni na mu se junction nimu ada wana mokọ. Ogina hwa amane so green ansa na okọ. Na mimi car no me wo dashboard camera etwa 180 degrees from left to right. Enti bi wa me kwa mitiminya bibi. Enti me hu na me hwe time say papa yi. E o se me bona bas. Ma me mfa ma ne preko ana me boa. Ma me mfa ma ne preko. Me pacho papa no say jacket no violet orange one pacho bra na munyi ayiwe ma me pacho video for na ha no muntwa papa bi ma no achede bi o papa no ni ha e wo say minya video we e de man to show say ne nsa aka hello papa yi pacho bodin na kire yen edwuma wo ye ni nti a I hope you understand the tree you understand mo amohwe video say you no a. And yes, my coffee, madam, for being a bit now. Please tell them something. Your name and then why you stop. I want to know why you stop and waited for about 2 minutes at night before going.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is John Yao Batanye. I'm a security supervisor at Magnum Force Security. We are based at Oyarafa. We have occasion at around the Mark 7 road.
Please speak into the camera.
Okay, sorry. Called Jesus and Mary. So that day I was on my way to that place to go and check the location. But when I reached the traffic light at the Belling P, the red light came. So I have to stop with one other motor riders. While we were standing there, in fact, I could see the other riders were passing through the red light and then going. And then my colleagues that I stopped with, they also went. But I had to, obey the rules and the regulations. And then, also because of, safety. Finally, when the green light came, I have to go. So I moved. When I was going, then I could hear some, a horn blowing at my back. I could see it was a car. But the cars were also going, so I was speeding up. Then I could see that the car was chasing me, blowing the horn. And I was then going towards Achimota. Then the car came in and overtook me. Then I had to slow down. I didn't fear that. Is there some criminals that want to? So the car came and took me and then went and parked out of the road. And then I wanted to move. Then I said no. It was still blowing the horn. So I was looking for whether people were around or what. So I parked and I removed my key. I said that if it's criminals, I will see what I will do. So I went to that side and then I greeted, and then my boss lowered his windscreen. And then he asked me, why is it that I got the traffic light and I stopped? And then others were jumping, then I was not jumping. I waited till the green light came. And I told him that it's because of safety. And I ride motorbike for a long time, so I have to, obey the rules. And he thanked me very much. In fact, I was not having a reflector. This reflector, he gave it to me. He even gave me 2. He gave me reflective jacket 2. So I thank him very much. I said later he will call me, and then for any other follow-up. So thank you very much, boss.
Okay, so the reflector that I gave him is for transit. Transit for the man, some truck driver. So, and I'm the man, madam. Sorry, why? Sorry. With the Miyama, must set me up. Yeah, truck drivers program. Yeah. No good care anymore. And I'm saying, madam say, man, your bonnet say, and so safety. Yeah. Okay, ain't you know? Ahana hear me. Video no, Assassin radio. Unano, radio station unano, ohun video no. And I say a woman say now she helmet, but ye mount helmet back on kahun. Ebi a obefo obi wo kwam. Na helmet no dey mount a very classic helmet. Te say me hu ni say me kra afi na me kon ados ana me nkotwi moto na minya helmet. Enti Assassin radio unano. We kra the sticker ni bom. Ese when your helmet were part 1 and 2, and him no shade near me no. Enti baku ye dark, and na baku ye plain. So until we are not yet in Bibria, ube isuwe, okwa why, paper we, anyway, with me why. Say we are not yet in Bibria, ube to me isuwe, and na say normal no isuwe. So what I say? Enti no, we Assassin radio owner. And I say at the right time no, obey invite you, Abba. Ni radio station ho na ye ni national road safety so kan say senior one kasa safety no ewura omu no ye pe face bi dia safety things a e wo motor side a ye use because when the age na any say no watwi motor na che na o hwe ne hu so ye nti no da so te ase a onkura crutch is true or false afei nso no baby a ye to motor we no ye to helmet we no ona no nso ese story no hu ye enti we say ye na ye de se ye kotodwe no ene ye elbow no ohu am friend no knee cap mbacho bi yi ma me na wo se me send video no mo na mu se ene man pepepe na me da bro no ye friend no knee cap ene elbow cap ana anya sa enti omo se o twi moto no nso a okotodwe we no ohu now the we no ahye eye mienu pair no enie so ena elbow one nso eno nso nie this say the opposite said say Goliath okwa na afei nso no another one na gloves otimu say wo hye there from Monday there usi kwan so obi abehu say wo na wo ba no ni nyina the fact say ojina ye it means say wajina several times but they no nyankopon pese o kire other motor riders say say ubejina all the time because you don't know if you cry another time no not despite and kasa never be hu me de kakra na me wona me de ama enti no una so din here den John Yao Batanye if enough thank you Mr. Free enough enti no enioma ye de ma we free Assassin radio we free Teddy no or your motor rider popular one power gun I'm gonna mutimi to motor from Accra to Kumasi ma kodi fufu aba no Teddy or test mile 7 otomoto ho nneɛma nko a enti at the right time kra na ye do be ko ho na wakwa kochia no ebi kro be san ma wade foforo and Teddy minim se wo hwɛ me oba hɔ a aya asan ma na de foforo nka ma ka kyerɛ no why enti ye wo dia enti se wo hwɛ me so a motor rider me pa chaw enkotwa ho video mfa nsa nim se Monney mi so mi ni o ene aya na me nneɛma na me ye na ye random ebi wa me hu bibi a me ame kra timi ka kyerɛ me se ade we ye ade we menye enti me srɛ mo a mu na mo ye me followers I want the best for you but obia nsoroma be hyɛn baako o bibi kan on.
I just want to thank them and then those who provided the things for me and then you yourself.
Thank you. But more yem on sema. We road safety conference 2025. Minim set time no call. Na yema holad for emeka bibi kakra about road drive and so package bang and I said then I'm working home. But your holad, this is your time. Yes. Holad Insurance. Aye. We more insurance or more business cantem or scaffold insurance company. Aye. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. We need set time cointy and chedan Kasabi best summarizing on that. Ya chair on baby I walk na mutumiaba. We are also very big on education. Your friend Berema Kwachi, me a branch manager for Ring Road office, and my name is boss Gustav, or no manager for business development, and also so why claims that into say no a head of claims into say more any questions about accidents and how to claim so on also so there's the right person to speak to and then you address it. Pacho me mixing ni tree ni brofo kakra say me tree no and shedan yes even though say me din Berema no but me tran kan kakra. Yes, it is very important to have insurance, motor insurance for your vehicle because and yet only the property that we are covering, but also your life. And now, so our property now we usually cover the DBR as commercial drivers, no, and no amount sika, and amount to me share with you. And the accident now we need the right type of insurance. It just says sika na about bottom DBR no, echo. Because there is no means of getting income. For passengers any day. Also, no, you lose some property now. One now this katoy aboarding. You see inflation about down and our exchange rate about down, but still car heading. To buy a new car is also very costly. You see, it's good to do the standard insurance in a third party as a lawyer kind, but the one in him no any comprehensive no a ball who buying a ball can who buying and a ball obia or bono or they will can be bono and any property no a home buying. The best thing to do says a winner accident is to call your insurance provider. No I catch and say the better steps I so follow. Obviously we work hand in hand with the police. And also they help us to assess situation now you see, you know. In terms of compensation or benefits I want know, apart from car now you see, you know, who as driver no who benefit woman and shut down so there but kakra to go a long way to assist you. As a regulator they can say you have an amount of 7,000 Ghana cedis say who are but and as a result of accident, there are a lot of things that can come up. There is death, there is personal permanent disability. That's the injury side, no. Ebia we pra ona we breadwinner will feel to mean drive you loss of income and now temporal disability uti or employer into our car because ebia you were reckless driving or somebody crossed you into me juma into me match up money. All those things are important. Medical bills. Unfortunately, the package itself is the limits, the basic and standard a bit me a show for a few months. Until we have products like personal accident where it gives you a wider coverage. To me to extra personal accidents cover no need to me wow. And comforting say insurance ne boy ding. But you will be surprised say personal accident insurance is actually the cheapest you can get. It's your value now talk to say for example 20,000 Ghana cedis. Say you think your life is worth 20,000 Ghana cedis. Now we insure. Can you imagine how much you are paying? It's so small. It's 1%. You do 200 cedis for the whole year. And I see Aquinshia, it has to be an accident. It doesn't necessarily have to be a car accident or a motor accident. Accidents, you move types. Into an accident, that policy comes to come and help you. It doesn't necessarily, like I said, I say a car accident, but domestic accident. Oh yeah, bibi ufi, what patri, what talk with pra. It is an accident. You consider and also as an accident. So the cover is not only for vehicle now tono or just for riding. No, it covers so many things. And our employers also they would also take group personal accidents for more drivers unions. You know, it goes a long way. And I know it is not just because you are working, but just on your way to work. And also ukufina BBC, akunshebiba na upra. That comes to help. Now imagine say, hey, be your bread now and you valued yourself very well and you put premium to your life. Now be bituna school. It goes a long way to help them financially. Apart from group personal accidents and workmen's compensation that we also have life policies that also help truck drivers or the insured in general to save your friend at the past savings plan. Many a times are growing up in life, you're training how to save, the culture of saving in school. And that's some of the products we give. And our minimum is 137 Ghana cedis. And it helps you to build a savings culture. Once you build a savings culture, you can build one for your children. Saying that despite they were saving. Omuton cassettes no more saving. And now say omuton we do no more saving. This goes to build a long-lasting legacy. And also for your family, say also value your parents and the rest. You can also inculcate by a funeral policy for yourself. Oto funeral policy ma ho a no se unni ho a yetumi disikanema your beneficiary no CC which ye ma because funerals are expensive. See you will not spend anything less than 60,000 cedis to do a proper burial. Na uye ni partitu ufie ona o hwe efie na opese ye ja okede ye rappel kekene de to table what do you call it normal plank wood na de usi from there bi ye na uye ni ye na ebika ma otumi de hwe ufie for remember my boss akasa on claims and how to assess all the claims.
Good afternoon once again. Claims, you can't insurance claim. Insurance claim, no. Maybe I can say in Crawford, say something very difficult, but I don't think it is difficult. Basically, it is say, the car ama obi now on drive. You see, wabeji car, and I see call a circle, or call circle, no. One share or reverse and wabo ebia obika and gate wabo gate no headlamp no aye den headlamp no up high and tail light no up high now or a far car no wo me ho and I may say you are responsible for the accident enti me pacho car now over fire, it was 100%. Now it's about 80%. So sort it out. First of all, then I say what car no. Then I say what car no. A tail light and a headlamp no. Did they affect the what do you call it? The bumper. When you see that, where your friend is saying, repair estimate. Repair estimate will repairer or whoever can do the job very well. Repair estimate. Now the repair estimate, I'm a nipakroa or yeah, or say car no. So then he has to do it. He has to fix it. It is as simple as that. But with the insurance claim, I'm just say that is basically it. When you want to do a claim, but with an insurance claim, no. First of all, you can't go against traffic laws or government rules. So first of all, who are valid driver's license? As at the time when you accident, for let's say why a third party insurance, that's the minimum insurance that you should have on there. You should have before you drive on the road. Now, who driver's license? Is it valid? If it is valid, fine. That's the first thing. Then, offer insurance company, no. Insurance company because say, okay, me send you form B now we feel anabra. Now you feel insurance claim form. Claim form no our personal details, our car details, and then your baby saw say accident, you know, how did it happen? If it happened at what time of the day. So you be feel sa form no. And then like I said, car wakobo ubika nipa krono ni car na say. Then it say ahina ye bituano. You get me? For third party property damage, you know, your limit. The standard limit is 8,000. But 8,000, you know, so who buy your insurance, you know, you can always increase it by 10 CDs or 20 CDs. You get me? And you can get a top up, a more increased value for the third party damage. So what they will repair estimate, repair estimate number Nyama as a result of what the accident. Yenim say at times, ebia obi when your accident before sa act we no nipa krono onya accident no be pese or the eno so be kan ho. But the thing is that what you are claiming for something that happened to another person's vehicle. So nipa krono obey sure say obey vigilant. Insurance no you can say we insurance no it doesn't mean that everything is acceptable. So the BB can and you na yeah. One obitia or you have to tell him say oh wait there set me ball right hand side of the car. Now you are bringing something that's on the left hand side. We can't accept that. So basically you bring the repair estimate and then nipa krona wo ball no because he is the third party no obetro letter say oh me ye claim on way car no ebebo me ye claim me repair estimate ni this is what I'm expecting from you and then you submit it to us at the office. It's very, very simple. It's nothing complicated so long as it is a legal claim.
Complications all you have to do is say repair estimate or valid driving license or pictures of damage now be complete form no say akasa ne wo mu a police beam police no betumi a che say o park wa ha one park wa ha o park ye one park ye nti omo so be tro report no mo dia brain na o dia aka ho na ya we claim normal and also personal injury no so no o call hospital now incur any medical bills bia o de ka ho na wa file you betia medical bills now aka ho. One thing I say here ka say we work with the law and everything now bibia no is backed by law. Inti for commercial drivers no you should not be below the age of 21 years. You can't use Uber if you are less than 21 years. 25, I think, okay, 25 years, Patrick, thank you for the correction. Inti so unim na utri Uber na you are less than 25 years, you are also putting yourself at risk. You need to attain that age where you can get the right license until you can drive. And these are some of the things we also look at also when we are doing the claim. And you say but sometimes we also consider because of the circumstance. But we don't do anything against or go contrary to the law.
Let me add, we encounter personal accident claim no. When you injury no, maybe your doctor. And the first thing is Ubeko Hospital, government hospital. Normally the police will give you the police accident report. Now what they are called government hospital. Now doctor assess you get me. He write a medical report and then indicate probably percentage of injury, incapacity, disfigurement, and all those things. They will do all that and then they will give it to you and then you have to bring it to us. Me pacho insurers, we are not thieves. insurance for your thieves. I know what goes on in the minds of people. We are ready, Hollard Insurance, we are ready to help you put in your claim so long as it's a valid claim, and we are prepared to pay. We pay claims. I'm telling you, 2015 flood claims. Toyota Ghana is still in operation because we paid their claims. There are a lot of companies that had issues, flood issues, and we paid, and we pay claims. So if you have anything, we'll give you our number to call, and then we'll talk. Okay? Don't feel intimidated at all. Don't feel intimidated. We are human beings. We'll talk to you, and we'll give you whatever information that would help you insure with us and also make your claim easily. Okay, so you can reach me on 0244 664183. My name is Gustav.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And my number is 0244 712650. You're from Berima.
Okay, and your name is Berima. Okay, Yadamase, whole lot for Yadamase. Say morning so en cache. Unse me ba menjrade. Can I close without teaching you something? Mean to me. Me pacho before that, bus stop boys. Ewa, bra, pacho, bra. Fast. On be program being and saying, I'm gonna say beach cleanup. I'm gonna pay 500 volunteers. Me and Kasa make who be me kobi. Bus stop boys. And say I'm who a branty. Kantanka ne right hand person. Only ne started, I can be big akra. Fast.
Vice leader of Bus Stop Boys. Now, on the 19th, on the 19th December, that's next week Friday, we are having a bigger cleanup party. We don't just clean the game. That day, we are actually cleaning with the purpose to party to let people understand that if we are normal and that we have to take in charge of that if we don't have to, depend on the assemblies and other, authorities and Sana Yababe. So on this Friday, we will be doing the biggest cleanup party in Ghana. In safety guy. No be making sure say be regarding safety. No be taking charge. I believe someone named Sam White. It will be taking. It will be coming on at Sakumono, a free baby Nautical Beach. It is closer to the Maritime University. I wish say mehu your videos now you're posting no. The debris na wo beach on no Ukraine meaning it's and then if we are saying say yeah Oman Bapa, we are saying say yeah Dogana, na say yeah Yoko beach, na say unsa nyomari, na say we feel okay. I think say at the first place now we've actually lost in life if you do that. So on the 19th we are actually pleading with you guys. Just come on board, let's clean, let's party, and let's, socialize. Most importantly, let's change our mindset to keep Ghana clean and a better place to live. Thank you very much.
Bus Stop Boys, Mpamocho, Edu na honda kwanya kobi, mianka sakura minyame kobi. Area ha, na minim say a friend can say a friend Mata Heko. Hello. Anti Mata Heko area ni na assemblyman. Program ye invited no say no programs be guni so unse ne clean up no enti ne was all visit ne mpesua so nyina afi no abedru ha enti mpamocho yen fan sembo kese emma yen asanu honorable mpacho beka hello kire me followers ne me adofwe ansa na what na say why na bold din kire om so obi nso e wo problem we erem ha na say on frewa an
good afternoon. No afọ say mo fan che me kakra. Na mo amoba no pa no be hu say na ye clean up any road visibility be wo first light wo. I think I was in charge. Me MC the misia no ntina mentimi amedu ntem no. Na ye be fa ko nwa we so ada a police form penifo a amoba ye be da o mase. Na say Monney
yɛbɛda no ase ɛne adwuma pa a wɔyɛ concerning road safety sɛ ɛno ho adwuma nso ana nɔpɛ yi MC ɛde hyɛ yɛn nsa a na yɛyɛ no yɛbɛpa a driver for kyɛw sɛ yɛn mu bi a ɛwɔ ha no dodoɔ no nso ebi a yɛtwi ahyɛn anaa yɛka moto yɛbɛhyɛ sɛ yɛkɔ afe na wieɛ ɛne festive season wei yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ yɛnya hwɛ yie kakra sɛ ɛno nti wobɛhwɛ a yɛkwan no all the ceremonial street no yɛamarke so with paint to make visible ɛne some reflecting signs sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a sɛ woba a wobɛhu sɛ biribi esi so. On this note, traffic light anaasɛ for so many years so no MC ɛne urban roads adaroma yɛafixing ne nyinaa within the municipality. Yɛbɛsrɛ mo akwanhyɛfoɔ no yɛn nyinaa yɛka ho bi yɛnhwɛ yie ɛwɔ kwan so sɛ nansɛn road safety ɛne MTTD ɔmo de statistics bi bɛto abɔnten about 3 days ago. I mean it's not nice at all. Ni nyinaa yɛ yɛ negligence in some way. Obi say obi a parking no parking. Obi nso traffic na wɔtwam. Obi nso baabi a any kwan sɛ ɔfa nipa na ɔfa yɛbɛsrɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnhwɛ ahwɛ yie sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a afe sɛsɛ yɛbɛsan ahyia biem na yɛn nyinaa yɛte nkwa mu. Medin de Besma Kodwa Apia me na meyɛ assemblyman ɛwɔ Mateko ha meda mo ase.
Yɛda wase assemblyman mepa mo kyɛw before yɛbɛkɔ no mpanimfoɔ no nyinaa bɛma yɛn ɔmo last message yɛde kɔ wura bro nyanim nyame adom ne yɛwura afe foforɔ nim a program wei yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ no ntoatoasoɔ yɛnyɛ no once a year ɛnso yɛn sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɛnso yɛn anaa meboa ebi kora ebe move to other areas ayɛ amomɔ mpa yɛ ma yɛn na yɛntimi nyɛ na ɛnso ani me recognize company be a friend of Oboba Transport. In fact, last year, I'm to ba. Unsa mo bana bus bisi ho. Oboba Transport driver say by mon sorry na yen damase. Aha, amu na every company ba kum. Me kan se nyame no nyam say amu free akoso mo. Esu tware. Wow. Mon ka wow no ba kon ka ho. Amu free akoso mo. Na ona no safety hu hia ne pa ene wa mo mbas ba ko se momra mesua de na momfa mebo adwuma na kwan so njo na manko hankrofo wo kwan so enti Oboba Transport driver se ba ye da mwase mintimi emma ha me nkyira de me pa mo cha mo ma me just 2 minutes na me nka bibi na me nso me nya bibi mfa nya me Victor ma me next you know ade a meka wasem na no anie dangers on our roads sisi a ade ye dangerous e wo ye kwan so asem Monney ma picking no na me born tofa no number 1 ne ye unprescribed lamps in kania ya nyanka ka ne ho na bibini e de ne pe eyi ni botom sika ato China light ebitumi gi ebi oksia ka ne bi as street light pa na ebo nanim no ebi di si o mapampam ebi wo ho number plate na se ebi wo side and side obi wo ho kra na original light na yeye ma aka na ahye bulb na ahye onkoto e no bulb no onsesa ne bo nya de onsesa no akoto China light no de abo ani nti wo na ebia wo sonso ho na de osia wa no ewo wani ade na ye nua sa ewo kwan ne so na ade ba ko ne se empenifu eye mra no ho emra no omom ndwen enne na modi omom dwen da achen okay, road traffic regulations 2012 years is amendment and regulation 65 sub regulation 1B say memfa wo pe enton kanea ya nyanka wo car ho emfa mbo. We want to keep to a standard on the road enti na na mi gina ha ahwemo amwo ha nyina nim say because of say we follow ceremony nti wo car na wo fie no emfa wo pe enye den emfa nko tobi mo bo ho na me ye nhwehwemu kakra no busebusa driver no bi omo se aya na street light ni kwan ne so enu ndi na yenso yehu kwan mu yie enti ye turn more na yetimi ehu one thing is say car light no engineers are building it say ye wo high beam no ne limit e wo say edu e na low ne wo ne limit e wo say edu but white one na mototo no eno no because ye no as street light ndi no eno no split enti ntimi nhwe from nko e hwe ko wa pampa mu nyina be ma light ho inti mesre no de enye na me ye ho reyi kakra document kakra de call police for ho say yen hwe ne strike hard e was hard ne so na ekun krofo say ohu ti say accident be si ahomache dodo na ye wrong lamps na amu use no ebi kura timi de connect mo break no into otia so a na e blink wo na chi into wudi na chi a na e wo just like that into ono na e wo na chi no no enye hwe ma no o pese o de bo ho keke ana mi twantro o mo nsem ma mi kakre aden have the next one dangerous riding by some motor riders onam jolu kwesiada nopa gbehia motofo beye 20 no mu pija otimi pija ne senya no de si ona na ni age keke me ntase o pija no de si hwa na na ni age that's why achieve bibi o wiase sebio so you responsible person to say papa ya waje helmet ya na bronya ye time you know say tina so na mwa onkomra o say me isu baako enti baako bi video baako bi oye na no de ko si aka e na de front and see bonnet so pam no ero fa so akɔhwe car na chi just like that the kind of people na etwi moto no e was here redefining no and until na mahu say moto for na start from association you know me there because enti no sa person on your members kasa you just get them through their leadership enti na me ma invitation say ya momra no but minim say mo kra de montuma no kra de say nea maye ne de men say decency kakra be wo mo union nim enti yeda mase the next one na meka ho asem ne content creation on the road. Victor mame next slide we made the video be kire mo ma next send me next mia ko mia sa eye hwa or your content creator or say if you are not cheating write your partner's name in the comment section into or bonyomo we or your TikToker your friend or pa ya na osa no e be say oh tintin tuntumbi or TikTok combos man yes combos man enti ne oye mia back na yen san hwe biom sa content na o create ye no ono de per likes any comments so what as you but the risk involved onto the phone na ma obi o so onkote baby so hu na osa e de famu ansinya no de aye content no na nani age no onya likes enti we say bibini na driver bi mistakenly obowa na the driver na kodi na court na okodam enso nka we wo fie bibi ama otim say ya nka emma me boa na sama me next one na yen hwa de we ye kilentua asafo powers hwade o o de hwade content creation on the road sa video we mi wia me de ma commander say Monday on Vanco police headquarters enti show we content keke o enti okura pistol and okura MC machine gun enti o de to ne kon say ya car e ba normal day no why you say o wia no adane ne ho obeko na likes near 2,000 likes 50,000 likes just like that we enti why are we playing on the road like that? Are you getting me? Within 1 second be as a sound of kwan so obetumi ahwere wo nkwa ma na yeye e bi kran so a obi nso de akira onim se why you saying wo ho no obeyi afa ho no wabebọ ne de no akogina court enti me fa commander so any road safety conference 2025 say 2026 ya am starting is saying no ho say ya nhwe and strike you man stop him harder e bejinsem commander me pacho so what you say me a content creator ebi a wo ni TikTok o ye baby e wonu ni hobby enti ne e koso a enye no metimi aprompt officially na musia impenifo a motimi dia to manim me wo a lot of videos on that because ebi a no minim said that me kan wase mesia pe na ma save mesia na ma save enti na manya commander e de mama ni mienu ye wi a folder ni na me de be ma no okọ headquarters wa onka ho asem say content creation on the road o person create content e wo road ni so abeje permit now at the point I will create content you make creative security awareness like there should be something to tell others say this person is doing something legally so slow down. You can't just wake up put something on your shoulder go and stand in front of a trailer where trailer was one round now say mistakenly otia break now ma no okun okay enti brawachia na be ma me last point no brawachi kra like bra last point near hearse and motor riders display on Fridays and funeral days if you are the numri, ubi a wuna ye no from mortuary. Ako ebia baby ye ko sie no no. He etore bia on open tem na ukoto sankrofo na. Wan home so a oni obenya issue. Unya nya issue so a mo so tramo nko na mawe yombe papa o ka akra ma. I mean, a idea is growing kakran kakra yentutu ase a ebe ha adwen. Etore bia me koto bi mu asaman kese. From asaman kese junction to hospital na ye say pragie ni bi awu. Emma Friday na mko fa na besia akọ. Me di hot 32 minutes na me hwe time 32 minutes. Na ebi kwa na ma pagya tie no ba ko se ya no de si wo na nani age me ti na we mu na mo dwen sen na me de ne de me dwen sa na pipa no wa pagya some few seconds so no de si wo na nani age na for man of fans. I mean aya na me hu sa na me say enti omo safety no omo ti ase sen na the painful thing is metimi de me say me boa ka say okada rider bi ani ho a obetimi e de ne okada awai wo Honda CR-V side mirror bit me yi scam out say me patcho with them sorry ji scan na cut off for da ebi ni akra ha masa me boa because on day no kakra obinya no de kwa survive no de bi esie enti say pick up side mirror no 2500 that's all the pim no obenya bia man say me ji tum say me anam da pen fa me go police station je na fa koya enye ebi ni ho enti these people no na mo ni scan na mo kwa na o say nka mo sonson mo ho no mo ko ba so nwem no almost na mo risk lovers no. In this point say my boss me we are me ni na ma commander on fan kosoro ho man na amon strike hard bibini o prepare na enye hard one na ehu say ye yensa free ho say mo gituma mo mpene me enti me me presentation no minim commander ka say owia wow question bia no ye exchange contact say no the motive in the police for no question ni na contact no commander owia obetutu na pick up ni say onru ona mu na obia je contact na wie mu wia me mani nsi ho ewo mu ano afre no no wachia no ohun ewo mu na ne na kan esi ho no awura ho they need you people to help them do the work enti no me de me so make certain thing ebesi ha na lady people say a question about cars. Say okoto car obey them who we. That is the work of driving schools. Some of the driving schools will render this service for you free of charge. Before I be deciding to say me car we know. Some of them can help you take correct decisions. Into your what they say speed line driving school or driving school near there. They have association. Almost solia unhi service at your number. Na onyo monkasa. Me per se by close of program we know. Now when you're professionals, be my number, phone, so anytime you are free, be I'll be my channel. Oh, yes, ya ha, and you can't be one sem. My presentation, my videos be brief, meant me and play because of time. Because 2 abo, okay, your time at 2 abo. Na, all time there be all the workers out of the my own musa. Checking the busa because we my classmates, my name was Obako Chimano or your platform so. Or Dance School Old Students Association, me and me mates, I'm by we checking my classmates. On the platform, they said, "Some money your program be saying yen two be money enko jaw minti ba ko not yet on Evelyn and Erica me da mase pa say moba ebe time ti so your program now SS association be support you say why you shira ana me boa into your da mase yes chicken."
Okay, good afternoon.
I friend chicken your SS ne friend also your mind from them some be friend no and na me dey kai.
Okay, good afternoon. Unfortunately, no DVL in here. So road safety bit me I handle my issue. The hardest period in my life, I say me lose my downfall 7 years ago through road accident. Now the man here me bufu kran say the wife of the driver came to 37 and started praying say account for nyame. Sada na pa the Kenya say where 37 go and me ma me coin. Court, I think say it's a suggestion. Drivers, punishment, akwa ABB say court them obedient. So the other drivers don't know say see punish you saying it. I believe in a certain principle. When you read The Prince by Machiavelli, or say the blood might be seen. It is anke punish obia kumobi. Na say punishing say 10 years ha. Yeah, they are bad TV. So I'm a old driver. No say when you are reckless, for 10 years. I think say and also be detail more. Now the issue of roadworthy, I can say 90% of our commercial cars are not roadworthy. But DVLA issues roadworthy. I and America say, share your regulation no more. You say at least passengers, any driver, they should be in seat belt. Young fat trotro, young cock a quine was a see her. Me and Misa said, trotro cars saying, and they will seat belt. They don't. But your issue roadworthy. Udu Kanesia buses be or you ask yourself, say, and to wear no DVL in a man roadworthy na say, what's ne fear, and I will be quiet brain. No, I quack say as the new kum amount for. So my issue is, DVL, do they see the car before issuing the roadworthy? And I said, Obi bar, na wababe, I'm a driver's no, na omoye den, no moko. I think we should look at that aspect very well. And please, Commander, there's a trend. A trend there for almost 10 years that I know. Racing, especially at night. Racing. Ochina is Sunday. Ukdu Jowulua. You're blocking one part of the road. And I know a prominent member of this country. Then they race and do their skirmishes on the road. Timinim say police if one and they invest, you see them, especially the Lebanese, late in the night, and I say early part of the night, you will see them on the 37 Lagos stretch. Say they are moving normal, but they are gambling with the racing. I don't know. Ghana police say, we are aware. What are they doing about such things? And it is not even with the motor riders alone. Those with the luxury cars, they are testing their ability on the road and they are racing. And a kuma amount for power. Me that say.
I just want to comment on something that Monney on the non-prescribed lamps with insurance. Every car has a designated or model for the lights that you have to use. And if you do any alterations, and some of these high lamps, and they will dashboard components and core. And if that happens, you find out that you end up burning your vehicle. We don't pay for certain modifications that are not part of the vehicle, are not the natural range of the vehicle. So you end up coming to insurance. Now catch us here, then you say, yeah, crown for. We just want you to adhere to what the regulations of that vehicle is. Auto car, when you book, a show the type of lamp you should use, a show the type of tire, amount of range, I'll be to me use. Don't modify your vehicle that doesn't fit car now what's made for. Accidents bar yintia.
Okay, 230 abo. Anomache would be also our jebo, me buana. Yema yempenifo ema on last words. Now if we are commitment statement. Commitment statement ni boss out they say ya ba is ebia. We na me ye aboa ama ekwan so adwo kosisi ebesen hia bio. Nti this time ye dedicate ma some white bra na o mama wan kan hwa next ya wo ma. 1 minute.
And bro 1 minute. Okay, so me person min kasa fa phone ho. Okay. Me patro phones ne kita yen no. I was say connecting yen to your families, your dofo. Ben was say a disconnecting yen. So me kasa me patro say phones no. Ye de frɛ, ye de video calls. Ye ni adofo no ye nan for phone no ye ni omu di nkomo. Ye de nyema bebre, but abibia obetena ka mu no make sure say phone no embed distraction emma. Say adienti a nipa ne phone ehu hia bo modian ne pe baby papa ne parky ne gina ana de bia wo kwakọ jani kwa hwe se eho ya ansa na wa eden we gina ho because me to kwan kakra me bedru Ghana no I think say 2 weeks nie personally makọ gina Abeka Junction na mia de me ko sua ho no me pese me mbe ye research kakra ho ha na me hwe se ebe ye adwuma ti me ko gina Abeka Junction traffic light na ewo no cars be a betwemu bia say light ni gina ɛsɔ red na ɛsa so green a na mehwɛ drivers no metime di adanse sɛ cars 5 twɛ mu a 3 ɛwɔ ɔmo phone so sɛ cars 5 etwa mu a 3 ɛwɔ ɔmo phone so na wo phone so yi a wokɔ yi sɛ bibi si unexpectedly a reaction time a wowɔ sɛ wobɛtumi a save situation no ɛwɔ yi sɛ akwadaa bi twam na sɛ wife bi na afro video call na wapeke na wohwɛ phone ni so say na upagya wuti na akwadaa ni wɔ car n'anim a untimi save no ana wankasa so untimi save ho timi pom atwɔw na sɛ kwa yɛn video bi truck driver bi ɔte truck nim na ɔde ne nan egu steering ne so na ɔyɛ video saa nneɛma ne nia ɛho hia mfaso bia ne so efi sɛ ɛwɔ mente sɛ yɛsɛ obi a drive efi Accra akodu Kumasi na odu yɛ no yɛ kyɛ ne bibi debi yɛn fɛ mechanic saa distracted drive yɛn fan drive wɔ yɛ kwan abi bia o drive ya make sure sɛ o do phone no ɛbɛto baby yɛda mo ase.
Last statement from our stakeholders. Na yempon, maya de pan se monya botre. Two boy kra obi an show sign bi ampo se ade na two abo na mempon maya de pan. Enti yen starting free commander ho. Na fe national road safety na fe legal service.
Okay. Yeah, da mase. We dey as ya trans ya che. But answer na ye de ya sembe kwa wie kra no. Mi tu che mamu amabe function ya sinyina. E kire se mo Ghana ho do mo mo nse mamu. Neto so ye ba Xmas imui nima bebre ina ye tasisi sabe akromfo nso emamu so nti ye kan road safety ni any opportunity nso de ye de draw more attention also onto the criminal side of it. Say our personal security lies in our own hands. Nti it is your responsibility to protect yourself by way of volunteering informations, one, also looking or scanning around your environment, and whatever is going on and is wrong, just let the police know. On this note, my person number 18555 18555 uhun bibi na onye too clear Mr. Ofre number and no call in base our headquarters. They will pick it and then direct the nearest patrol team to your aid or to protect you. And the Mr. said number all the time. Usumu ase kra na oda ho a manisha usumu ase. Bibia ofo say you are not comfortable with Fred. And then they will direct a team to respond to it. Inspector General of Police Nipe say ye nyina ye be cross this festive period alive. Into or the and our strategies be brave you be making sure say will protect you, but you must also protect yourself. Into Mestre say more around that. Mon taking my personal security very serious. Mon double check it, more double check your doors, the kitchen, and then the main entrance. More honor. Also, let me tell you, armed robbers, they don't just wake up and strike. They do what we call surveillance. Until one person strike at your location, they also take time to monitor your activities. And now when you come home, when you exit, how many people are at home and all that. And the lifestyle, they take all those things into consideration. Into Mestremo, so why is doing that? And why is trying to enjoy the Xmas? You must also take your personal security very serious. As police, we'll do our part. And American say, Inspector General of Police, or and therefore he has tasked all of us to be on top of our jobs. Especially robbery is something he doesn't want us. He doesn't even want to hear at all. In the Mestre, and most of the times, your motor riders also, you should also be careful. Sometimes you move, but you move out and you see a lot of things. In Timestre, you always communicate to us. But let's share the information. so that at the end of the day we can protect ourselves. I need you and you need me. On this note, let me do this commitment statement. The MTT, the Ghana Police Service, and for that matter, the MTTD, pledge to ensure that we enforce all rules and regulations in order to reduce the accidents we are having on our roads. Thank you very much for coming.
All right, and into the National Road Safety Authority, and I'm na answer na de ye words I try to urban. I mean, you saw Kenya, so now I'm saying you about Kona now about roadworthy of vehicles na seven. Your best so then me make the kind earlier in my submission. Even though there's a conscious brain, apart from human errors, no mechanical failures, no. There be a mechanic or car na udidi jumano car na ngasa sorry enko mechanic shop say ekwa check it and akwa ye check it say ni bibia ye okay a wona we in charge of the vehicle and make sure say time bia no say na wo nipa no utimi ko hospital ko ye check up no o vehicle na okita no so no obetimi abra no no obeye sa periodic checks no on vehicles no bo okita car mpo na tail light e wo car na chi nyina anya adwuma o kan wose onya we yenim sampa car no wani eni echire ho eni ntina ya ye ka set time bi wo a ana e bia periodically no obetimi ama obi kra tia brakes no so no akwa kwagina echire ahwe say itia utia brakes no so a light no ye adwuma na because sad no o brake light enya adwuma tail light enya adwuma na jo udika ana obi di wechi a eno betimi di nkwanhia eden aba anya we nko a sa period we dim say ye mu bibire nso so betutu kwan e bia obekọ okrom ofi tize mi krom kwan tintin out 9 hours 10 hours now that's what it come ye besre o tires na egu car na se no so no obe making sure say tires na egu car na se no e okay enwe ye and develop cracks unse we there once a car no enam car kwan so a ye kwan no so e heat no tire no so car unse comrika ensa esan heat mo and it is a tire na rea the probabilities be our tire betimi apai no den high and I koto tire so na make no anya tire bia keke na so koto ehye oka ase na I believe say ye koso yi ye benya akwanya na yesua about high so no koto tire but basically no men koto tire are and a tire emrache say an expire depending on the date of manufacture no nti nyina ye fasad no enhye etum na above all ye nyina no ye drive ya ye drive defensively awo ye kwan so anya driving kwa we road user kwa once I obeba kwan no so no make sure say you use the road defensively say be ya ye nim say ampa kwan no e betimi ne nkwanhia ba anipa foforo a ewo kwan no so no enso betimi akose anasa cars na enam kwan so no betimi akose nkwanhia na emom no wo no as a road user no wo de nema agu akwan ma e betimi prevent all preventable crashes sebe ya ye nyina ye betimi akọ ye dwuma so na ya ba fie sebe ya afe ne be so no na 2600 na ye ka no omo amba be ka kan ye enko ba say ye de yen e ba be ka sa figures no because ye pese nyina ye den ye ntina nkwam. So on this note no National Road Safety Authority say ye wish ye nyina happy prosperous Christmas na ye say ye nyina no ye mfa sa addition ya ye yenyen enkoma yenuanom a omanya kwanya amba sa jumadi say ba yenyina no be den ye be benefit into no on this note no medamase na makase nyame hye yenyina say yenso ye bae
hey lawyer and then my mom on lawyer service for free lawyer service
my last words please this Christmas let patience be your gift to yourself and others on the road. Remember, your family is not waiting for you to speed on the road and get home early or not to get home at all. They are just waiting for you, just you. So please, drive responsibly, get home safely, and let's end this season in joy and not in tears. On this note, Merry Christmas to you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because we are the asidakesiye edema empeniphobia asomasin. Me pacho Latter-day Saints, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Sorry ya, ye buy ye program. I'm de my free. I'm on JSK. Momo musem ema. Na momi enda abrantie na oshen tumata de obon nsem wachi ono. Victor, ono no lobby ma ye. Omo si de bia ye pese ye program no. Ye man mu date nentem. Program o hokra na mo hwe na mo yifiro na ebe yi a on be yi amanya be ye adesua wi ewa mo ye nsema no ono lidi bibia. Yes, afei nso no that the same food house ono nso eboa yen enye se o de aduane beboa yen na emumu no enioma bi a edu ba bi a na aloko na since support bi o ho a na de mayen me kan se nyame no nyam se program we companies akese bi a ye trauma o se nka momoa last minute disappointment e ka denke ya tu a se that se lumba yi no nanso nyame adom yatimi aye an e ka ya bo efa saa program ehu no mintimi enka ho asem nanso moa mo t-shirts amototoye no t-shirt we me ye ba ko no kra 40 cedis by ebi to 100 ebi say money mema 200 5 aboa ebi say 50 mini problem ye me dempo e ka de ya bobi but mintimi nka say wabetie lawyer ayintitua say there be safety e wo say eyefo mo bi etimi sua bi yate ase enti no ye beda ase na transaid say memfa ade we enhyem no mon score me transaid UK madam Thelma oni Lucas almost so maboa pa amo tre say I transaid omo na amoni yen e partner truck driver sensitization program ti na say no follow me I say me kotema na me nam ha na me truck drivers kasa na me che triangle ni na omo de enyame dia mpacho eyo omo dia na omo tre say enema miensa na yekodi bro nya me mfa mamo number 1 so ye driver na o car say pe e ma rim fi say obe mount warning triangle me pacho yenim say ebi wo ha car timi say ti ba bi no triangle de beche na obi akowura se timba car si ha na obi akowura ekum nipa bebre. In the transit project, no, you see, be more visible even when you break down. Into your my warning triangles, I need a teacher my truck drivers, bro, ye bechebi. Into one nama, and your ma no right, no, ebia your sports, wa team no bit match obi. Sanya man and yin free me bottom, obo money with the madam for no, with the mammy, you no be your mother, any a transit for dia. And now for so no, war driver and also vest. Ma inya verse e wo ka mu na anajo bibia si wo ka mu pesa wo kokoto hwa ase won so che black ubehu na obi da bebo me bo ana afi last one or say se wo bra aya adwo ahome na wiase yemfa nko ba bia mommo mo nsema translate madam so be score me yes me ma me kasa nyetenten se u be represent union bi anase ekuo bi a mo ba ntem ye mu interview e wanim ho. Na ye started ye ninti ye movie cameras ni na ba inside papa yi camera ye si ha ye pon a se wo betina union bia na mu a obe mount wa chire ha ya kobo odin bo union din na chire ni nti e wo se ye ba ho be foka ye din na be ka documentary we ho na ye postini nkakra e wo mu a obehu ho ene union na wo video nim ama na chire na ko wiase amansan nyina enti no ye invite unions be bre wo kaneshi almost the drivers in ntimi mba nti on betu ba ko mienu bi ebi mutitim me ebi okra minimum anim make sure say obekọ ho na wakobo udin de koma nipa ba ko na say nipa no ene wo a wo hwe min senka mo amma camera be ho pa minim say na programs be bre ene ekoso nanso say money hu donti mu bebre kra mi hu mu da obi WhatsApp say money I will come me see you nso na minim no omo ba na ma be dom ho adi me fe you bet me aka say money ni first person a or you TikTok physically or this year man you bet me aka that you bet me aka me bo ana because TikTok no two bi a you bet me use no positively e dia enema papa and then questions am bebusa ye hwe senior commander abes spend almost 5 hours to 6 hours e wa ha commander mu the whole kanesi senensa na den ka ademo mu ye hwan 6 hours oba ha ne ye hye neoma e no twen ya last word me hu ne me nyame nhyira mo madam awie ni waware last week na honeymoon my lord mua no bet na another 6 hours madam oko akata okun say ye danase why and say ene wa mo me anka mempene anka mempene mi so usu emuye den national road safety ni akom ho nyame nhira mo mo ba ye na mi hu ne menka me pa mo chow next year me pese ye no almost 4 times a year 3 months bia na ke siam ni ekọ ebia eburi side ho or Yarifa side ni akọ Kaswa side ni nyina no ehia organizing spirit sikasem kakra any even mumpo amobegi atum se momra obi ka se o me waka so metumi abo am ya organize ho efe mumwaye we are ready to share whatever we have in this head with you people enye sika na ye hwehwe na mum no se ye gini pankwa ye nko clerical ansa na ehu se nyame adwuma na ye yo but ene se na mo be hihia mpanifui minim se obi beje commander number for the first time wo commander number wo phone so ene se obi jeje wo kwan so as commander na wa frɛ no na o amount professional advice na say ye remu akra dia wo call office obekɔ no not ho na wo hu say wo de say minimum an kan me kyerɛ wo say ni nti ye de no aka no free wo ma advice na say ye wo force ne de wo call dia commander be ma bye bye nti hwɛ wo hu yi e wo kwan so me da ma say na fofo me kasa yawa ni nyina ne say menya feeling bi wo me mu aya na awosin bi gu me say me metimia kasa wo TikTok so mentimi anko TV stations na dade anko promoting ne kese but social media power ena mamu na ma be hia wa ha me de ma ho a ma achi bibi wo me mu menyi age pa nti se mu free ana mo kɔ a me se nyankopɔn se onfa mu na anko du asondwem especially mu asutware fui asutware ton nyame nka mo ho nyame nyam kese na nyame adoma anytime bia obete se ye conference no make sure say more people different set of people me see DVL and me man na frame ne ya because new number plate na eba na nka mpese o meka ho asem but ono so won say dwumadi be bre na ekoso enye say boapayo but the next time no me the another set of people ebeba but madam de ebesen use ne say between no condemn ana me boa ai enti no yebema ye nsofo ono bompa ye start ye yebema na bompaye na ye the program no aba na we ye pon a na se ugina union bia na mu a make sure say o video ebebem e wo ho na fe vena for ne o menye amonum yi amono amode ma ye free ye ni sika ye de be ye ne o ma kese amamo but vena say je drinks come on free amayade because nka me nya e bia e betu program na sheda enti sofo o bompaye aya abo vena din wo mbi why aya abo vena company din wo mbi.
Amen. Pacho ahobra semu my sorry giants. Venda for Edamasi, some Bwana program akoso, and in penny form by the I am Mishram, Pacho Yabompai. Yami, there was so I heard so, about your hobai, I made their baby when your major, opa, and a sunsun for Quadrimo. Amen.
Enti senior commander kan no o say o problem ayashi huno me pa mo cho abranti ono so video man ono control me social media ne ma me ene video no asesa one ne boys aba amobetwa mo we kwoseshen fe ubon se be start posting mo kakran mo so ma trend bi an mo no so ya mo na nasema me ena afi obi bia oboa ya me kasa tintinti me re eye fi no mo fa nche me e me de anije na broso wo makoma mu anu ntia enti mo kwa nyankopon onka mo ho.
Hello pacho mo amuhia electric car no se uhie bi e de aye boat a obetumi agime normal no bank betumi ato car na amount na utu aka within 5 years enti me normal na 024 080 5327 024 080 5327 024 080 5327. All right, thank you.